I never even said anything about this guy. He just attacks me. He gets the Zherka curse within 48 hours. And I'm not even happy about it, really, because when the jokes are over and we all go back to our lives, which, by the way, this always happens. Humans go back to their lives. Even people who go through like hell and back and all this, like, I went through a nightmare. What happens? The world moves on and everyone has to go back to their lives, right? The world just forgets about you and your problems no matter what happens. Like, it could be anything. Like, think of Kyle Rittenhouse. The world just went back to doing its thing. And you're just left there like, damn, I got to answer to God for all this kind of, like, you'd have to be a moron to draw that kind of karmic stream on yourself. Like, you are seeking it out more than anyone on earth, you dumb, you know? Um, Man, it could have been so avoidable. Like, he blocked me from giving him advice. Because, like, a lot of people think, oh, Zerka's gonna attack me. Bro, I haven't attacked people on Twitter since I wanted to grow my channel. If I'm going to enter your karmic stream, at least I'm going to grow my channel. But if I'm inactive for years and doing my own thing and I'm not growing my YouTube and my socials, obviously I don't care about writing you a big message, calling you a fucking, I'm not going to spend time attacking you. It's like, I gain nothing from this. That's why I just said, I think the message I sent was, the Christian in me is telling you to just change your ways. Because just like the cops told him, and they were being homies, by the way. For once, cops were being homies right there. He should have felt that energy right there when he spoke to them. And one of the cops said, "You know where this leads to. You know where this is gonna go to." And Chud is too. I don't want to say stupid. I've never found him stupid. I've found him desperate that what his wife's or excuse me his baby mama, his fat ugly baby mama said that she's going to change his son's name to keep him safe. And so he's like, yo, fuck this shit, I guess I'll go outside a day after my arrest and do he wants to do his thing. And it's like, dude, you can't stop an unemployed man from crashing out because it's unemployed energy. Like, how many people do we see get their lives sorted and ordered? How many people do you see online who are very chaotic and tell their lives are orderly, like a Fousey tube or whatever? And they have a huge smile on their face that they're past their darkness. And you see this with a bunch of people where it's like, I hate saying it out loud because it's fucking evil. It's evil to say this out loud, but there is a life before you make it and after you make it. There's like a bunch of, hold up. There's like a bunch of human beings who think that the sunrise doesn't last. Like, oh, it's a good view, but it doesn't last. And I'll have the same problems after I make it as I do before I make it. And it's like, dude, no, you don't. Okay. Mentally, you might have the same, habits and all that. But I'm saying, if it's a drastic change in lifestyle, before and after you make it are two different worlds. A world that is still just as hard, but you can cope with, is the after. What is before is the world you cannot cope with. That's why you're crashing out. And it's really easy to destroy your life and crash out hard when you ain't getting pussy. You got no bitches, which is sad because we live in a world where a good looking guy like Chud has trouble getting bitch. You can see it in his eyes. He's having trouble getting that release. Plus, he has the unemployment thing. So he's not getting the manhood release of like handling the bills. And oh shit, my son or daughter has to see me as a loser now. You get even more, the heat comes at you from all sides. And everyone who's around me always says to me, well, what do you tell the people who are, like Chud? He's like 25, 27. I don't know how old he is, but he's like up there. and he hasn't made it in life. And I'm like, dude, I have nothing to tell a loser. Do you know why I call them losers? Because humans like that crash out, they turn on themselves. It goes very bad very quickly. That's why if you're not actively getting your life together every day, you're a dumb. Straight up, dude. You should not be 25, 27 years old and not have like a vague idea of where you're headed. This idea, oh, I lost my job. You didn't even have a job. You worked with fucking wood. That's not a job. There's no human on earth that, and I hear this from a lot of people like, oh, not everyone can do more intellectual type of work. Yes, just from not being able to pay attention, I just couldn't get into the material. It was really boring to me. I like gaming better, and so I'd have to go to summer school. And you could say I'm really curious how would have been if I took Adderall like kids do nowadays. But I genuinely believe I still would have failed because not even drugs can make me interested in that kind of work. Then I went to college and I took a philosophy class, physiology, anthropology class, which is so funny now that I look back, because that's all I do. I do philosophy, and the anthropology switched into anthroposophy. It switched into the truth. But it is funny how that, and the physiology turned out to be the bodybuilding. That's really crazy how that, like, all of my courses that I failed make me money now in a different way. Because I'm not saying anthropology and anthroposophy is the same thing. I'm just saying it's like the origin of mankind, right? Although one's the truth, one's the cope, right? We came from monkeys. Dude, you guys are monkeys. That dumb guy acting like totally chimping out, trying to fucking look for Chud and find him, and and he had such a good excuse. I have PTSD. He wants to paint himself as a veteran. And then you have Chud. You know Chud, how when he gets nervous, he starts breathing from his nose and get on the ground now. He starts acting like a police officer, spray maces people, and it's just like the total opposite of a badass. You think of a cowboy. A cowboy don't fuck around, and then you think of Chud the Builder, and you're like, this. The aesthetic is correct. It looks like a cowboy, but there's something so wrong about this. I genuinely believe it's the greatest content on earth because it's wrong. It's like you shouldn't be watching it. It's the greatest content on earth to watch people chimping out and Chud spray them and and pretend like Chud is the good guy, even though deep down in every Christian's heart, they know what he's doing is evil. Like deep down, and a lot of people don't realize that I'm not trying to, it's too late. There's no Christian teaching here. I have nothing. If you liked his channel, you were in the chat, you were supporting him, you gave him fire, if you're one of those people, it's too late. There's nothing you can do. Your karma is added on to that, right? All that whole case. So when horrible stuff starts happening in your life that's like feels racial or feels kind of like Chud, there's no avoiding that. That's why I tell people don't like button things that can get people killed, right? That's like staying on WikiLeaks and watching people getting killed all day. You're linked to that. Why would you watch that? I remember being 8 years old, my friends showing me WikiLeaks, and I said, nah, I'm not watching that because I just knew better. It's like I had an aversion to it. It's kind of like if one of the kids in the neighborhood kills like a rabbit with a slingshot or something and starts fucking grabbing a stick and beating the dead carcass, just beating on the dead rabbit. And as a kid, you know not to look at that. You walk away, you go play with your toys, you go do something else because your soul says, nah, I've been here before. I know better than that. And some people aren't at that level of consciousness. Their soul isn't built up like that. So they keep watching the rabbit getting fucking dominated. And then they grow up with severe mental issues. And everyone wants to say, oh, he was an innocent child. No, he wasn't. There's many children who turn their eyes away from that. Oh, but instinctually, how can we hold them responsible? We don't. They're cosmically responsible. If you watch dead animals all day, it's just like a bunch of you guys who grew up abusing animals. And I know a bunch of people like this, they grow up just killing animals as kids and they grow up all fucked up and shit. It's like, bro, you deserve the karmas that come your way. If you like to abuse dogs and shit, everything bad that happens to you, don't be surprised. A lot of people don't realize that it's like what you watch, you're linked to. You're linked to, even if you're on the other side of the earth. This is why all your problems have a certain theme with them, right? This is why your favorite influencers' problems become your problems quickly. This is why you go, whoa, I can relate to this guy because don't be fucking supporting shooting some fucking black guy who's trying to have a viral moment. A lot of people don't realize this, that it's like they're both in the wrong. It's just Chud is one day out from the police station telling him, hey, we know where this head you know where this is headed, right? He's like, oh well, my son's getting his name changed and his baby mama is, bro, you acting like, dude. Anyone else in Chud's shoes would figure out another way, right? This whole I'm broke, I can't do my wood planking job. You have a wood planking job? And what? Like you have you work with your hands like a fucking ape. Like you're an idiot. And anyone listening right now, if you say, "Oh, well, my dad works with your dad works with his hands because he's an ape." Anyone who feels offended, I'm sorry, but you have to look at the people you incarnated with in your team. You have to look at your family members with an objective lens and say, some of you have to say, I love my dad, but he's not that intelligent. If your dad's working with hammers and shit, who cares? There's more to humans than just intelligence, right? But this idea that Chud couldn't find another slave job, that's why he crashed out and did all this, or the funnier idea, everyone's saying he's doing it for America. It's like, bro, he's a deadbeat father. He's literally a black guy. Like, what the fuck? What is the difference from Chud and a black guy? Like they have the same fucking storyline. Anyways, yeah, I'm not here to laugh on the dude's downfall because it's like any way you slice it, he was in rock bottom even before this happened. But I'm like, bro, this is a sad day for anyone pro freedom because, bro, they are going to take away your rights with dumbass this guy, bro. This Chud guy is the biggest liberal Fed I've ever seen. He's what we call an unconscious Fed, where he just feeds the B system everything they want. And yeah, he's pushing for the next George Floyd thing to happen. And it's like, dude, you guys have enough problems. You're like buttoning this kind of content. Like, damn, bro. Man, like you guys, the only way people learn is when you go out on the streets and someone shoots at you because there's a race war going on outside that you like buttoned. I didn't like button this stuff. I watched it. And I said, holy shit, this guy's actually retarded. Like, you really think you're gonna get away with instigating people? He's not instigating them. He's just going outside and doing whatever he can to get the clip. And then he even says stuff like, they come up to me. I don't even look for the clip. And it's like, bro, you have to wonder how it's low effort content. Any human can do it and go viral. Any human could go outside and spam the N word to go viral. I've done it, right? Except when I do it, I bind the world with love, right? And I'm also a fucking millionaire. Like, I don't have to be doing this kind of baby mama, bro. But the masses, the broke masses who get no bitches or no money, I'm gonna live through Chud. Dude, you admitting to yourself you're gonna live through Chud is admitting you're gonna be broke and pussyless forever. And it's gonna be this whole never individuation story. And there's nothing sadder than seeing a grown child like a grown ass child. You never individuate. You remain Chud. Like if you ask anyone who's Chud at 40 years old, nobody knows. He's probably in jail, right? So if humans cannot see another human's evolution, this is like a huge sign you're a loser. You go to Walmart, you see someone working at Walmart, and they could be happy and a moral human being. That's different. That is different. I wouldn't say anything about that, but usually it's a passive, unconscious, dreamy state, sad human being working there. And who's someone who gave up on everything. You could easily point at that person and say, yeah, that's a fucking loser, right? Because he had the winning, image in his head and he dropped it for whatever the fuck he's doing now. And so yeah, if you look at a Walmart employee, you say, where is this guy in 40 years? And you cannot see it. It's blurry. It's anytime you cannot see a human's future, they are a loser. By definition, they don't have anything in the future. Nothing is waiting for them. So they'll be doing that job till they die. By the way, I worked at these places. Mine was Target, Walmart, same thing. And I got PTSD from working there. That's why I call them losers. That's why it's hard for me to even step into those kind of stores to this day. Okay. Because there's no stranger feeling than wearing that little vest, not being in college, not having a plan, and working with carts and looking in the mirror. And it was weird because people were telling me, like, oh, you work here, you're not supposed to work here. And I'm like, well, where am I supposed to work? And people would be like, I don't know. I don't know, but you aren't supposed to be here. And it was weird. It was like being stuck in a nightmare. And that's why I have such a like visceral response to loser jobs, loser lifestyles, or unemployed people, right? I cannot stand the unemployed. Um, what's funny is the unemployed cannot stand each other, let alone themselves. They hate themselves. Like I'm telling you right now, man, there are phases where you're like finding yourself like before you're doing it in life. And let me tell you this, man, there's two roads of suffering: unconscious before cope, before you make it, and conscious after cope. Like I'm telling you, after you make it. Don't ever think that after you make it in life, you just snap back to who you were. It never, if that were true, I would be in front of a vlog camera doing Zherka shit, chained to my camera, but you don't see that. Remember, they said the first week, Zherka's going to need donation money. The second week, third month, the 1 year late, two, it's been 3 fucking years almost. And they're like, oh shit, he actually doesn't work. He just flies around. I'm going to Tokyo right now. I'm literally on the other side of it. And I have to tell myself every day to remind myself because I'm extremely human. I'm very ungrateful. I'm very easily can become like Chud if I don't think about my blessings. And a lot of people are like, you add concepts on top of concepts on your blessings. And it's like, yeah, I do. And I have a full safe system as well because I can slip easy. I can easily think, oh, it's not enough and shit like that. But I I have family and friends who remind me, and I'm also reminded by the hotel workers every day. And anytime I'm around these kind of workers, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. There's a before popping off. Oh, there's a pop off. There's an international pop off. That popped off a lot. But I'm saying eventually you stop popping off and you just go live your damn life with all the fucking money and the wins. And I'm not saying that it's a party forever, right? You're going to sustain the work somehow, but it's not going to be through that I have to make content lens. It's going to be like, oh shit, I have a smarter system. I know what I'm doing now. Wait a minute, it's not a smarter system. It's that you made it. That there's no magnet to the streaming world unless you're broke, really. When your chat's throwing you donations and all that, And I've always had a generous chat and stuff like that. But eventually you have to become a businessman and say no to the donations and actually provide real products. And Chud is supposed to have this whole business framework. He should have this mastered by 25 years old. Like a lot of people say, I don't know, man, 25 is young. At 25, I was employed. I was 25 is not young, dude. 25 is ancient as fuck. 25 years old is ancient as hell, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? At 25, you should at least have three different game plans, one that goes on top of the other in case one of them backfires. And usually you're always sticking to the first one, but you guys don't realize that a lot of life is just having intelligent conversations. They bleed into the conversations you have with yourself as well. Like I always want you guys to have a backup plan. Because if you can see to the end your backup plans, you calm the fuck down. Especially if you're the kind of mindset that knows he's never gonna use a backup plan. If you're the human being who knows you will never go to plan B or C because that's for faggots, if you're the human being that's only for plan A, but you have a plan B and C just so your family and friends stop bothering you so much. You tell them, hey, no, this is what's going to happen if it doesn't work. You give them that fucking fantasy cope, but you're actually only on plan A till you die. You don't tell anyone. I'm telling you right now, there's no way you can lose. The way you should see it is the concepts that build on top of concepts are like Lego pieces. And eventually you will have a symphony of thinking around a subject that benefits other people. You will go up, man. They will. I don't know how to say this, but people can sense when you've thought about something for 5 years. You know, people can sense, oh, this guy is a loser. He's been thinking about this for 5 years. I better buy from him. I better learn from him. I better pay him. I better hire him. I better throw money at him. I better throw time at him. I better throw attention at him. People can sense that. It's kind of like when Chads make these selling how to pick up women programs. And then you guys all go, I trust Zherka's more because it seems like he's thought about it more. Why did he think about it more? Well, I think it feels like Zherka was a lot more desperate for it. Like he really wanted the bitches. He was really desperate for it. He didn't want that in between phase. He wanted to go from insult to rock star. He wanted to do the whole domination routine. He wanted to do the Chris Brown routine, which is really tough to do. And I put a lot of thought forms into picking up bitches, right? Like imagine studying yourself and saying what works, what doesn't, what works, what doesn't. And I had a budget. I had to learn this shit on a budget when I was doing it, right? And then you got someone like Chud who doesn't want to master the art form and pisses away his whole life. And it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? All you have to do is manipulate your little baby mama into chilling the fuck out and not changing the little tyke's name. Like, your little son's name. All you have to do is tell her, hey, cut that shit out. But instead, you go shoot some black PTSD, probably doesn't even have PTSD. And dude, I'm so against this kind of stuff, man. Like, dude, you don't know how good the world is. You don't know how good the world is when you just do what you came here to do. You did not come here to shoot some black dude in the heart. You know what I mean? And if anyone can go look into Chud's heart, you'd be shocked at what you find, man. Some people who look very normal are monsters inside. Like, dude, that dude is like, for example, everyone who supports him, all these homos who support him. Shout out Nick for not supporting him because Nick knows better. He goes back to his Christian heart every time he feels like something's off, right? But if you ever wonder, do you want to be around someone like Chud? Ask yourself, would you want your mom to be around him, or your sister, or your brother, or your nephew, or your cousin? You wouldn't want any of your family members around an unstable dude who gets no bitches with a gun. He could be shooting, popping it off downtown, right at the fucking farmer's market, and he could blast you away and kill your ass because he doesn't even know how to shoot a gun. He shot himself, the dumb. He shot himself, and it's like, you're such an embarrassment, bro. You're such a George Floyd psyop disaster. Okay? This is what Nick actually wanted to say, right? Nick couldn't say it because he's like, fuck, I got so many of them in my audience. And it's like, dude, God forbid a man's wife, excuse me, not even wife, a baby mama wants to change his son's name. Bro, you got to be the greatest loser in the world if that happens to you. Like, imagine she called him and said, hey, not only am I not seeing you, even after all this clout you built, but I'm changing your son's name from Chud to something else. And it's like, dude, this is so cringe. He actually got up and said, I'm gonna shoot a black guy because she's changing my like it's just so depressing, man. Every time I open my feed, I'm like, dude, it's in a weird way, it's like it's great content. Not the depressing stuff. I mean, like when they're calling each other on the street, it's so funny, but it's so anti-Christian. It's so anti-Christian, this whole kind of content. It's so everybody knows where this is gonna go to, you know. And the whole race war, you think it's all cool until it's happening in your backyard, and then you go, "Damn, this is really annoying. Actually, this sucks." And it's like, dude, yeah, I think there's like the number one rule of the content game was don't start a race war, bro. Because then what white people always lose from shit like that. You know, white people aren't gonna win a race war. You know how fast America's going brown? Like, dude, and they're more unstable than the whites. Like, you see a lot of unstable behavior from a lot of these immigrants and blacks and all that. So it's like, dude, you don't want your mama going to get groceries, your little white mom getting attacked for no reason just because Chud starts a race war. And how do you start a race war? All you have to do is convince lower levels of consciousness, like literally dumber people than you, that they're not safe on the streets. There's a cowboy on the street with a gun. All you have to do is paint that image, and these fucking people flip their shit. They freak the fuck out. They go, what the fuck is going on? And I think that's like rule number one of living with immigrants or black people. It's like, dude, don't trigger them. Don't trigger them, right? Don't do that. You really chose to live beside them. Like, these are your laws, bro. Like, don't fucking. By the way, you choose who you live by. How? By how much money you make. I don't fucking deal with this shit, bro. I make a shit ton of money. I stay in fancy 7-star places, right? You guys have to deal with this shit because you guys are poor. You guys are all poor. So if you have to get the taco at the fucking little truck and you have to be on this at going to that black Walmart and shit, you guys have to deal with all this shit. I don't have to. I get my life together so I don't live like you people. You're living in someone's chat saying, go Chud. Don't, because now you have blood on your hands, you dummy. It's going to be attacked. Don't think that God won't look through that, even if you supported it online. It all has to get unraveled, and it's going to be done through a backwards review. And you're going to remember my words like, maybe I should have listened to Zherka and got my life together. Maybe watching racial content online all day didn't do anything for my life. And it's like, dude, nobody actually. I could do that. I could watch it all day and react to it and make money off it. You are poor. What the fuck are you doing watching this kind of shit all day and supporting it? And now you're finding change to send to his GoFundMe. And it's just a sad, sad thing all around because it's like, bro, I'm telling you right now, man, even if this didn't happen, even if you were doing everything you're supposed to do, you're still 10 years behind. You're always going to be 10 years behind. You know how many psyops they've already fed you with COVID, with all this kind of. They gave us the George Floyd. They gave us so many psyops that it's like, dude, you've had 10 years of your life taken from you. Like, get your shit done with, man. You know how many hours a day I work? I go to work 8 hours a day minimum, but it doesn't feel like work because I don't have to do it. You have to do it. So if you're watching Chud for 2, 3 hours a day, which actually affects your concentration because it does take a while to get concentrated. So that could be easily 4 hours you're missing a day of concentration. And it's not like it's there all day. You have like 8 hours, the sun's going down, and you start to think of other things. And it's like, dude, I don't know how anyone who's used to Twitter life, which is insane because Twitter pays a lot. Don't get me wrong. Not for me, but if I showed you guys how much, you guys would quit your jobs to do this shit. Twitter's fun. Twitter's awesome. But Twitter's not actually reality. Like all of the race baiting stuff is not actually in the real world, bro. Right? The real world, there's tits, there's ass, there's good food, there's fiestas going on, and there's life lessons. There's way more than just racial content you see online. That's like a rare thing you notice, unless you live in like really poor neighborhood. Which, by the way, if you're poor, I hate you, right? Because you're rich enough for a phone to listen to me, right? So that means you're the worst kind of poor. You're like the loser type that tried and failed, and you know what I mean. You don't even have that heroin excuse and shit. Like a heroin junkie's not actually poor. He's just on heroin. Like how the fuck can you go to work if you're blasted off heroin? You're poor. You're not even on heroin. You're literally poor. You're poor by the definition. Like you tried, didn't work out, everything. Which is by the way, I got a lot of people asking me, "Hey, if anyone works hard, can they do good in life?" And it's like, yes. That's like the whole point. What infinite mercy actually looks like. I don't know if you guys are going to be in Hollywood, but yeah, you guys are going to do good if you work hard. Being a 25, 26-year-old Chud the Builder? No, dude. Why do you think I've only pointed you guys to Nick always? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Nick's opinions and all this. And a lot of people think they care about Nick's opinions until they change. It says vote for a Democrat, right? And then they go freak out and stuff. And it's like, dude, the reason you guys should be following Nick is not for the opinions, because opinions can change, right? It's not even to save America. Like a lot of people like to sound cool and say, "Oh, we're saving America." It's so fucking cringe. The reason you guys should follow Nick and not Chud the Builder is simple as Nick's thinking is alive. Any human who has enlivened thinking in ego consciousness is at a higher level than other humans. That's healthy for you. That benefits your level of consciousness. Even if you disagree with him, that's good for you. But watching Chud and just the way he speaks, and there's no thought process, he's kind of like just a walking robot. Whatever chat wants me to do, I'll shoot. I'm gonna shoot him today. It's like, sure, but we look at evolution. If you wake up in the morning, you turn your phone on or your computer and you see all the names on the Zherka, the Abdo, the Bardi, the Isabella. You see all these names right here, right? That's great. But why did you turn your consciousness on? Like, why is it on? Why are you awake to evolve? You should be watching people that are evolving you, right? People who have things to say, political figures who actually are taking you somewhere. And then you got Chud, the fucking. I used to call him Chud the Great Content because there's no better content than watching. Like, there's nothing more extreme you can do than what this guy does. Like, it is good content because it's how you say, It's evil. It's like we're all laughing and watching great content as the guy's life is being destroyed. That's the definition of evil, bro. Is we're all loving it. We're always doing it for a right cause. Keep it going. And it's like, dude, nobody in their heart wants people's lives to be destroyed over content, which is funny because everyone watching this, billions, if billions, let's say billions of people on earth were watching this right now, they would. Like humanity is at that level of misery and evil, right? Like I'm telling you, people love to see other people piss away their whole lives. They love it more than anything. I'm telling you right now, the only thing that would be better is if Chud beats the case so we get more content out of him, not so he can go back to his kid. The impulse that everyone has, they don't want Chud to be free so he can go back to his kid, right? Nobody wants that happy ending for this guy except me because I don't follow this stuff. I watch the clips, but I don't actually follow this stuff. I've seen clips. I know what it's about, but I'm not in the chat. I'm not doing any of that stuff you guys are doing. It's not that intense to me. But I'm telling you right now, man. I when I privately messaged him, I said, "Hey," and he blocked me for this. I said, after I insult the guy, I'm like, you know what? Let's he's about to destroy his life. It doesn't matter if he just randomly attacked me one morning and I saw it 18 hours later. I couldn't even respond. It doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? It's just Twitter. I said, wait a minute. No, my heart knows better. I know he's about to destroy his life. Maybe in 2 weeks. No, I didn't think it'd be 2 days. And he had that thing where if you randomly attack Zherka, there's a curse with that too. So I'm like, oh shit, look what's gonna happen to him now. And I immediately said, the Christian in me is telling you, just pretty much change your ways. That's it. As in, this is going nowhere, bro. You're gonna shoot some black guy. That's all that's gonna happen. We know what's gonna happen. Like a toddler knows the ending of the storyline. And the dumbass idiot said the last episode was gonna be me killing one of these guys dead on the pavement. And it's like, bro, stop saying it online. And he even spoke to the cop. You'd think he'd just say to the cop, I want my attorney. I know what you guys are gonna do. Like I say that if they catch me stealing candy. If I'm stealing candy and the police catch me, I say, give me my fucking attorney. And they say, just go home. Don't steal from this store again. Don't take no handful of candy. Just go home. They're not gonna make a big deal about it. But any time I talk to a cop, I say I want my attorney, even if it's for whatever, even if it's a traffic stop, whatever. So I have like that reflex, right? I've got that, like I just you can't trust the authorities. I'm raised better than that, right? My parents raised me opposite, right? They really like cops, and me, I've always disliked cops. Like just this idea that I think Myron is the only cop that I can listen to, but I don't know. It's just this idea that it's like, yo, you can stop me and fine me for a ticket. Like, I don't fuck with that at all. Like, no human should be able to. We should all be out in the wilderness, butt naked. It should be a hippie paradise. That's what I think. Right? Everyone should be on heroin. Anyways, let's bring some people up. But hey, I don't mean to sound too enthusiastic. I do mean to say it's a tragedy for both parties. Those are two dumbass, bro. Okay, go ahead, Isabella. Speak to the people, and I'll just mute and I'll listen. Okay, go for a long time.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Zherka. Thanks for letting me up. Actually, my husband wanted me to request. He did a little tweet that was similar to yours about not having sexual relations with Amy Dangerfield, but catch me up because I tend to like Chud. So what's
Wait, what? You can't,
I
you
know
can't
it's
just open like that.
well, I know,
Josiah
but
said he didn't pipe Amy.
well, because he saw your tweet where you're like, I did not have sexual relations with Amy Dangerfield. So he like kind of tweeted something similar
Yeah.
to it, and I DM'd it to you. But he was like, "Oh, Zerka's in a space. You have to request to join and speak." And
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
but did
And then
he know Amy Dangerfield?
he lived with us for a few months.
What? with
Yes.
both of you?
I was accused of sleeping with her and us doing sex swing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. You were both in the same house as her?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
dishwasher number 2.
Yo, what the fuck? Wait, Isabel, why? I thought
Well,
you wouldn't be cool with that.
no, I mean, what? Sorry, I just got
You don't have a say in this?
no.
Josiah's like, yo, I'm bringing another bitch over. Like, what the
No,
fuck?
I mean, I was supporting it because she was in a tough situation. So I
Well,
was
What,
like,
she
so
was
"Get into your
homeless?
bedroom."
okay, so let me explain this. She was working with Rift TV, which is Elijah Schaefer's thing, and I was basically like, "Hey, like this."
She was supposed to move to Texas.
Yeah, she's gonna move to live like in Elijah's second like apartment or something, and I was like, "This just doesn't sound like a good idea."
And she's on
Bro,
Facebook
Elijah's
Live.
like Epstein. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Elijah's trying to move her in. I thought, what is going on? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah. So it was kind of bad, and I'm like, let me rescue you. You know, I have that savior complex. I'm like, let me rescue you from this. So I
He is the
do.
e-girl tamer too. So
Yeah, I did. I did try to tame her.
wait, what year is this?
literally this year.
This was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and so what? You guys said you're in a hard place, just crash here for a few months?
Yeah.
Like don't have to pay rent. I'm pregnant right now. We're having a baby boy in July. And
Dude, you're actually so chill about it, Isabella. I thought you'd be weirded out. Like, yo, there's another girl here.
no. I thought it was great. I mean, I've been in like a situation before where I'm like, oh, the living situation's kind of not ideal, and we have an extra bedroom. And
No,
she,
you know why you thought it was great? Because Amy's actually pretty chill of a person.
yeah, she's chill. And she's the only e-girl that's ever DM'd me and said that they like my content. I mean, my content's retarded, and women tend to hate it. And even my best friend, Lisa, who we're best friends now for years, she originally hated my stuff when she first saw it. So Amy was like the only e-girl that's ever slid into my DMs and has ever said anything positive to me. So I was like, she's probably cool. And she, I don't know, during AmFest in AZ, she came and she slept over one night and was just kind of talking about her situation, and I totally was on board for it. And she was great. She would literally do my dishes every night, which was so helpful. Like I have a toddler, and being pregnant, I'm freaking a lazy, tired torta right now, and she was great. So I didn't think anything weird of it at all.
Okay, and so that's why people are accusing it. They think you guys are like, they think you guys are like liberals who, bring people over.
What
Sister e-girl
they
vibes.
like they call me like Beerson called me a cuck and said we were sex swingers or something, and it was just
Yeah, man.
I could see that with you too, because you guys are way too happy as people. You guys are positive people like
What?
swingers.
no, we're
I
just
You're the
could
like
only
so
super
see
negative person.
that.
No,
What
I've
the
never
fuck?
heard someone say you're such a happy, positive
well
person. Like people think I'm seething.
in real life we're like actually really
I know, but
chill.
Zherka doesn't even know that. He doesn't even know us.
No,
Like
he met both of us on that live stream, and we've talked
Yeah.
to him like
I know
he.
Zherka gets it, but
Yeah.
most
No.
people think
I
I'm
know you guys are
no.
not like swingers. You know why? Because Amy's a chill person. I don't think she's like that. Is she?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, there was never like anything for me to worry about. Like here.
Did you guys say like come join us in the bedroom, or did you
No,
guys do any of
no.
Dude, Zerka.
Yeah, I gotta ask for the people because it's like Josiah, you've been hanging out with Elijah a lot. Like maybe he rubbed off on you.
Yeah, no, dude. Even Elijah never asked me to join him in the bedroom, so
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
even in my
Who,
vocabulary, to
He
who
be
has a lot
who's
of
who,
crap about
who's
people
the
on both.
who's that girl that the controversy was with that blonde? What's the blonde's name?
What blonde?
Isabella
The
DeLuca.
Yes, I was supposed to meet her in person, but I wouldn't do it. And people are like, why not? Secretly, I'm finally saying it out loud. I never thought she's hot.
Even when she edits her photos, she's still not hot in photos. She doesn't look like that in person, but still, I agree. She still has a dinosaur horse face.
So Zerka,
Yeah,
I like me and her
bro, they
when I was.
gaslit me into saying, "Oh, you let Elijah take that. Elijah cucked you." I'm like, bro, I don't think she's that good
She's not.
looking.
She's
Am I
not.
crazy or
No,
like
no, no.
what the
No.
fuck?
So
You're
so
one of the
before.
only ones that aren't
So
crazy.
I used to try and get at Isabella Riley before she was Isabella Moody, and I was trying to get at Isabella DeLuca too at the same time, and also
Oh, that.
Deborah Leah, who actually is a
Oh
Jew.
gosh.
So I was like actively going after three e
Oh,
girls.
you were a player in the right wing scene.
Yeah, so like Deborah Lee never
What
did an
the fuck?
Instagram live except with me. Like me and her basically did an Instagram live together, and then Isabella DeLuca I met, and the first time I ever
Wait, so
saw her,
Josiah, then help me. You're supposed to find me a right wing chick. Like, what the fuck?
This is the
dude.
issue. We hate
Well,
most
this
women.
is this
You
is
guys
the
know
issue.
everyone. You guys know everyone. You guys are just feeding Elijah Island. Elijah Epstein.
No, we took
Epstein
Amy off the
Island.
island.
Elijah.
We saved her from the island.
No, because when I was in politics, people try to hook me up with Amy Dangerfield, and I was like, no, she's very flirty, very sweet, but it's just not my type, Like,
Yeah, totally. No, I get that completely. But there would have to be like there's only one out of 100 that exists.
I want a right wing queen.
What about that says some stuff? I don't know.
No. I want white. I want white.
Okay,
What the
thank
fuck?
God. Thank God. Because
No, I'm tired. I'm tired of the what's it called? Mud sharking. We're done mud
yeah,
sharking.
well, you should never do that. But I'm not here to tell men what they should and shouldn't do. But I would.
But if she was gonna tell you what to do, she'd say don't mix race.
Right. But what's your type,
Right.
Zherka? Let's hear it.
I think she should bring some clout, right? She should have some clout, right? That's my type. And I think you guys have to choose for me because you guys have gone to every Amfest. You probably know everyone, right?
I mean,
I think
the thing is
you
like,
guys should find the most psychotic but good-looking right winger.
Emily
And I
Saves
do.
America.
yeah.
Which one's that?
She has a ton of clout. She's also like
Emily. No, believe it or not,
Eskimo bros
no,
with everybody
Emily.
in the movement.
But
Though
she's funny and cool. I
No,
actually like her.
Emily's a good-looking person to the world and stuff, but I find her not my type, like masculine. She's kind of like let's look for something more.
But dude, you
More.
could be Eskimo bros with Jackson Hinkle, so I think that's cool.
He didn't have her. No
yeah,
way.
he did.
Yo, what the fuck? That's my boy.
Yeah, that's our nigga, and that's dope to have it as an Eskimo bro.
Oh, Emily Saves America's the girl with Dean Withers, right?
Yeah. She did a podcast, like debating him or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
She's my friend. We follow each other, but I would never touch that. There's something about like highly masculine political types that's like, bro, let's find something that makes sense. That wouldn't even look good around me.
Yeah, but to be honest,
gotta,
you can be.
just
the
not
body
for
count.
me.
What's like the max body count though, Zherka?
Max body count. You know what? I don't ask anymore. If it's, I think asking is
subconsciously, like if a girl is like 100 body count, you could
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. If they've had 20, I think for an American woman, that's normal now. It's depressing to say, but 20 by 20. Isn't that the
20 by
rule?
20?
20 by
No, that's not the rule. That is not the
yes,
rule.
it is.
That
That's
is
the red
not
pill
the
rule.
Maybe by like 40.
Maybe in Miami, that's the rule.
Maybe in Miami, that's
No.
real.
You guys are forgetting that people start hooking up at like 16. Not like 20. I started at 21. So
I know,
I'm
but
late as hell.
usually the pretty girls tend to have like boyfriends. Like they'll have boyfriends for a year or two. So it's slowed down. It's like pretty rare for girls to like not be like that are pretty, like actually pretty, where you would like want to be with them.
I think Pearl has been scaring me with her statistics. She can get really black pill on that.
I know.
Pearl is way too black pilled. I mean,
she is.
There's a lot of girls that are like 21, 3-4 bodies. They've been dating since they were 16. Like that's ideal, I think, for somebody like Zherka.
Yeah, and you'd have to find the Facebook photos with the guy she dated. That would be a good way to vet them, right?
Yeah. But like Zherka, Isabella only had like 60,000 followers whenever I first started dating her.
Yeah, but you saw mad potential in her because she was on Fresh and Fit, right?
Well, that's after we were married. She was pregnant.
I was a torta.
And the reason why she went viral is because she talked about our night routine, which was like the head massage, the making sure that I fall asleep before she does.
Oh yeah. That's before the baby though. Yeah.
And then they Myron and Fresh dapped you up after.
Yeah, and they gave me
because Isabella, I think you're the one chick to go on that show and look as high speed as Myron. Like everyone else looks retarded on the show.
Well, I mean, that's not saying that much. Like, let's be real.
I thought most women are like you, and then you go around, bro. They've had 10,000 girls on the show. They're mentally ill. They're actually mentally ill, like animal levels of consciousness.
I know.
And even Clav's girls they're not that intelligent. The ones that hang around Clav, they're like really low levels of
No, I
consciousness.
know. It's interesting, but
You need a girl who's 50-50. You know, she's like 50% there, and then you're the other 50%. And then you can like help her
What?
ascend.
What, Josiah? Why did you like? You went to the AFFest looking for a girl, and then you found Isabella, and then you said, "This is the
It was
one."
actually, so I saw her on TikTok and she did a whole bunch of troll, like, I just want to be in the kitchen videos and
just like
stuff.
rage baiting feminists was like
Yeah.
my
She was trying to rage
Right.
bait
happy
feminists, but I
place.
was like, this will actually be good for her. I met her at SAS. She gave me a fake phone number while we were at a party.
But not because he was unattractive, just because literally so many people, like a few people would come up to me and they'd be like, "What's your phone number?" And I would just give it out. And then I was like, crap, I need to stop giving out my phone number because I don't want to I don't even like to text my friends. So like I need to stop. So it's just because he like I want to put that out there.
But Josiah, how did you know to like? How did you know, yo, this is the one I want to pursue? What
So,
was that? Just like you felt like the bond?
well, so it's kind of like it's a weird story because Isabella, I would like show up to her house, her
We both
apartment.
lived in Texas. We were
Well,
friends from
so
the
once I got into a position of power and I could book her on a show, slightly offensive with Elijah Schaefer. So I'd book her on there all
Right.
the time, and I talked to the CEO, tried to get her like a Blaze deal so that she could make money going on shows and stuff.
end up getting blacklisted.
She ends up getting
I
blacklisted.
I tell everyone this when you're pursue. They ask me who wins over the girl. I say the guy that benefits her
Yeah.
career, the guy that helps her. That's who. It's not the Chad. It's not like the fucking guy with $1 billion. It's not Andrew Tate. The guy who helps her with what she's trying to do in her incarnation. Same with have you seen those girls who want to learn to ride a motorcycle? The guy that gets her that license, she stays with him for like 5 years. I tell people this
And
shit
that's
all
why
the
they
time.
always sleep with their boss, right? It's because it's
There you go.
multiple aspects. It's a multifaceted thing. So once I got into a position of power, then I started booking her on the show. She decided to move out to Texas. And then one night, like, she was drinking for like days on end. This was right near July 4th.
Is this her
Yeah,
raver days when she was
she
a
was
raver?
raving, she was drinking.
I thought, Isabella, you look cool in your raver days. You look like a liberal. It's cool to see people go from liberal to conservative because I swear we've all
She
done
was
it. Like,
anarchist. She went from
didn't we
anarchist
all
to
have
I was
left
right
wing
leaning,
days?
but
I was left
I
leaning
can't
as a
believe that. I
motherfucker.
cannot believe. I never. I luckily my dad.
No, like
No.
think about a free spirit who wants to do drugs. Like that's a left leaning. I had
Well,
that
yeah. I guess. I
mindset.
mean, I definitely.
she was like libertarian anarchist. She like
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
Dave Smith and all that shit, whatever. But she
Oh,
she
that's not left at
she like
all.
had like several days of drinking and no sleep from like partying, and then she had a seizure. And
From
the night that
drugs?
she had the seizure, I basically came to her house
They said it was from
and was like,
dehydration.
yeah,
Too.
yeah,
They're making it seem like I'm like
dehydration.
ODing on drugs.
Yeah, dehydration from
Yeah,
Molly?
she was just like staying up late, drinking, super dehydrated, whatever. So
Right.
I come to her house that night, and she always thought of me as like a little brother, which is super cringe to even admit, to be honest. But she was like, "Oh, this is little bro Josiah, whatever." She texts me, I'm going to a bar in Saginaw, Texas, which is like Fort Worth area. And she's like, I'm really not feeling good. I'm like, okay, let me stop by and check on you. Unlock the door. She unlocks the door. I come and check on her. It's like obvious that she's super disoriented and not okay. And I had spent the night at her house, but I was always in the living room and she was in the like her bedroom in this apartment. And so this night, I'm like, let me just stay the night on your bed. Like, I don't want to sleep underneath the same covers. I go and get my own covers, whatever. I wake up, Zherka, I wake up at like 3 a.m.
Wait, is she wearing
She's not
clothes?
wearing a top.
Only because when I'm.
So how you did that
And
to
and
her? You
and
did
she
that?
literally, so she wasn't wearing a top, so that's why I got a separate
Let me just
blanket.
put this out here. I was throwing up. Whenever I'm nauseous or throwing up, I can't have anything on me because I'm like I can't.
Wait, Isabel, is this
No,
romantic
it's
to you
not.
or is this
No,
like
it's not
blackout?
romantic. I was.
Not yet.
It's not.
Oh,
I'm so
but he's
sick.
taking care of you. This should be. This is
I don't know. I
what
don't
the
know why we're
hell.
doing this on Twitter Space, but I was never been more sick in my entire life. Like it was awful.
Yeah, so she doesn't have a top on, and but she's under the covers. I haven't seen her boobs or anything.
I'm not
I'm
like
like,
trying to show my boobs.
no, she's not.
I'm
I'm
like
like,
sweating. It's awful.
yeah, she's disgusting. and throwing up. The whole house smells like puke.
And you're
Yeah.
sober, right?
And so I go and I get my own covers because I don't want to get underneath the covers with her when she's topless. So I'm being like a gentleman and everything, right? And I wake up at 3 a.m. and she's literally spitting on my face, Zherka. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? And she's like, duh, 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 duh. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I get up, I'm like, Isabella, this isn't fucking funny. What the fuck are you doing? I start like cussing her out. And I look at her eyes and they're rolled back in her head, bro. And she's having a full-blown seizure. So I call the police.
This part I'm
Oh
out. I don't
shit.
remember anything.
So I call the police.
This is when it gets funny.
Yeah. So I call the police and I'm like, she's having a seizure. Like, can we send the paramedics down here? They're like, yes. Is the door unlocked? So I drop the phone. I go to unlock the door. I come back. Isabella's like now a little bit conscious. And she goes, get the fuck away from me. Who the fuck are you? Intruder.
I don't have any memory of this.
While I'm on the phone with the police.
Conscious meaning I'm speaking and not seizing out, but I'm like completely like I have no idea what's like I have zero memory of this. So I don't recognize him. I'm yelling like intruder while he's on the
Oh
phone.
shit. And you're thinking this right-wing girl's gonna shoot me with her gun
No,
now.
no. And I'm literally thinking, damn, this is the first time I've seen her tits. Because she's literally up out of her bed and like screaming at me.
What the fuck?
So anyways, I go to the police and I go, she just came back into conscious. She doesn't know anything. And they, okay, we're sending the EMT on the way or whatever. So now we have like a black woman and like a dude pull up to her apartment. And the only thing, so she has a calendar on her wall. So when you walk into the apartment, the first thing you see is the calendar. And on the calendar, the only thing it says is say more. And so like this like EMT lady sees the calendar and goes and like tries to get her a shirt to put on. And then like tries to put this like heart shit on her chest to like monitor her heart rate. And Isabella's just like, you fucking rhino, you're just trying to see my. And she's just like going off
character while I'm not even aware of what's going on.
And then for me, I'm like, okay, dude, Isabella's gonna make it. Like, she's okay. It's not like she's not gonna die. Because originally I thought, like, dude, holy shit, this is a big fucking deal. You know, this is the end.
And then after that, was she like, now that she's humiliated, now you say you have to be my girlfriend now?
Yeah.
Now that I've seen
And then
all
I
that
had
shit.
Yeah, literally.
What the fuck? Don't say that. Don't say that. I like this channel. I like this account I have. Don't say that.
No,
He never did that.
I saw him in a different light because like he protected me, and I literally was so scared of having another seizure that like I was like always wanting him back at the apartment with me, and it just forever changed things. Like, I honestly feel
and
like
how
it was
long?
God who like.
And then how long till he proposed?
We literally, I mean.
Yeah, we got married very shortly after. And
yeah, but like months after.
There's technically there's two different dates. So there is the date where we eloped, and then there's the date where I told our family and we announced it publicly.
The fuck does elope mean?
It means like me and her got married secretly.
Like just under the church.
Oh,
I mean, both
what? I haven't. People use that word still.
Yeah. Well, and that's okay. What we actually told Amy and Danny to do. We told them like just go get eloped, and that's why we were at their marriage in Vegas and stuff, because we were kind of like, you know, you guys are gonna live with each other, like, and you're holding out until marriage. It's better to just like hurry up the marriage, because you know these they wait 8 months, 9 months to get married, and they plan this whole thing. And the only reason why they do that is because they're sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would you wait 9 months for an engagement? You know, with me and Isabella, it was like, you know, basically it was like, listen, I'm not going to have sex with you until I'm married. So that's
crucial for it to be the guy, which you've said, because
it's super important, because if the guy isn't the one who's saying I'm not going to have sex with you, and it's the girl saying we need to wait till marriage, well, you're her bitch, right? Like, you're her dog waiting for the bone.
So true. The power dynamics are already starting off completely wrong.
Yeah.
He never got down on one knee either, obviously, because that's gay.
Oh, thank God. That is the cringiest part, right?
I just told her, I said, we're getting married. Let's go.
Or we're not even friends anymore. You were like, I'm not going to be in this gray area. So decide.
Yeah. because I don't want to live in.
Damn.
We were making
And
out
and you did
and
it right
rubbing and
because
everything.
what do you guys at second kid now? You guys have a second one on the way?
Yeah, so when we got married at his family's church, like this, like the official like wedding date, it was October 2nd, and then October 1st of the next year we had our daughter Abriana. So literally, like,
Dude, I think you guys should have like three more. Like you guys are
That's what I.
clearly getting along. You guys aren't arguing. You guys are having fun. You guys I didn't even know you had a second one on the way till now. Like what the
Guess
hell?
what
boy,
guess what we're naming him, Zherka.
Oh, did you say you have a girl and a
Yeah.
boy?
Well, remember the girl.
Oh, dude, you guys are
Remember the
getting
whole.
what
Remember
the
the whole
hell?
thing because I said Zherka, we'll have our daughter for
Yeah, yeah,
you when
yeah.
she's 18.
Yeah, I remember my audience saying those two are more extreme than you. I was like, what the fuck?
We still get those replies to this fucking day, but yeah, no, now it's Romulus, Roman.
Oh, so it's gonna be like an emperor
Yeah.
thing.
So
Okay.
our boy is
Okay.
Roman, our daughter's Abriana, so that'll be coming in July. We're
Zherka, do you
super
believe in
pumped.
astrology?
No, I talk about astrology with dumb bitches because it's funny, but in a weird way, I've seen proof for both sides. I've seen proof that it's effective, and I've seen proof that it's
Yeah,
retarded.
same. I was just wondering because I think you talk about numerology, right?
Yeah, please
I
don't
don't know
bring
anything
us
about
back to the
numerology. I don't.
numerology days.
Well, Zherka can get a
What?
little Gnostic on
Okay,
us.
what's your daughter's
I don't
numerology?
know the numerology. I just know like my daughter's a Libra and our son's due date should
No.
make him a Leo.
Okay. And what? I think Google shows how many Leos do good and shit. What are you two? Are you guys compatible
Yeah, we
signs?
actually are. We're opposites. He's a Pisces. I'm a Virgo.
Dude, Josiah, you're a Pisces like me. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
wait, are you a March?
And
Are
you
you
and
March?
here's the scary thing. Here's something so I would never promote astrology, but the scary thing is the only time I've ever felt like I could marry this person, live with them for 100 years, it was always a girl who was a Virgo.
Really? Yeah.
And sometimes it was even Sneeko. He was a Virgo too. And
And you wanted to
that blew
marry
me away. That
Sneeko, nigga?
I no. Hold up, man. But I'm saying the only time I believed in astrology is for the Pisces Virgo
Yeah,
connection.
they're
Because
opposites.
anytime I met a Virgo, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? And it was like so weirdly I could so easily see my whole life with them that it would scare me and I would block
Mm,
them. It would, I would be like I would be the girl in the situation. I'd be like, fuck no. Like how they
yeah,
freak
yeah.
out and they're like, I can't get married right now. Shit like that. But yeah, other than that, I don't know about astrology and stuff like that. But you two are the only people who look fucking normal on Twitter. And I forget about you guys a lot of the time because it's like you guys don't put it in my face as much. You guys aren't always on camera together and shit like that. But you guys look very normal compared to all. Look at what's happening with Chud the Builder. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, give your take because he says the N word like you
Well,
guys.
so let
He
me
says
take first. Isabella was one of the first, I think, ever with a
to
big.
say, you're not going to say
No,
that to
no,
us. What the fuck?
with a big platform to post Chud and to give him a shout out and to give him recognition. Yeah, this
Really?
was a few months ago because Chud's relatively new. So
You're
and
right, right,
Isabella has
right.
a really big Instagram account. So we
Wait, how big?
500,000 followers almost.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't know you're on. People do politics on
Yeah, now
Instagram?
it's chill, so you can like talk shit on Instagram. So
Mm.
Isabella has grown. She's like one of the fastest growing Instagram accounts. She's blown up there. Anyway, she shouted out Chud, and it's kind of funny that we're having this conversation because I remember like I talked to her and was like, "Hey, like this Chud guy, you have to be careful with. Like I don't really fuck with this." And Isabella was kind of like, I want to pass the mantle. I want to make sure that like he is rewarded for going out and everything. And I'm like, I don't, I like, I'm sorry, but I don't see this as like value. And me and Isabella have a little bit of a disagreement here when it comes to Chud. But I think I'm with you on this. I just don't see it as value or fulfilling. I don't look at his content. I see his content. Maybe it'll make me chuckle, but it doesn't make me want to like it any less. So
Yeah. For me, it's the whole like, do I want Zoomers to go that Chud way, or no? I want Zoomers to be like Nick. I want like a billion Nick Fuentes clones. I feel like that fixes everything, and it just makes the world more safe for me to live in. Chud makes the world way less safe. You know, like race wars and shit.
Yeah, well, and here's the biggest critique that I have with the Groypers is that they're a kamikaze type. You know, they go into a building and they
Yeah,
blow themselves up.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is something that Nick
yeah.
talks about. He says, like, dude, don't do that. And when I was working with Benny Johnson, who's like a super huge YouTuber, he's super big on the right. I talked to Nick, and Nick was like gracious enough to give me some advice here, and he was kind of just like, keep on working with him, like stay basically closeted, maintain, like stay closeted in how you think about the JQ, etc.
Gain power first.
Gain
Like,
power,
Yeah.
yeah,
the
gain
audience.
gain your
Yeah, gain
gain your
power.
power and
Strategic
and
not
be
impulsive.
strategic.
It's not impulsive.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. And somebody who's like Chud, who goes out and does this, it's not the best example for other young people. You know, you're not 6'5" like Chud is. You don't have the gun or the pepper spray. You're not gonna, like, you will be killed. You know, like this is this is not the best outcome for
Yeah.
you. You know, so you know, there's that balance there where you have to be strategic and you have to go about it the right way. You have to be smart with what you're doing, and you have to get into a position of power, um, so that you can, you know, benefit the movement, like actually, and do it in a for real way.
I agree. It's like, first of all, if you don't have power, what makes you think your leader even wants you around? Like, what the fuck? You know, it's like meeting my biggest fans. Some of them have great jobs. Some of them are fucking losers. Bro, if you're a fucking loser, you shouldn't have time to come up to me. You know, you should be working on yourself.
Yeah. I will say though, like I respect literally anyone that is willing to like say, because I'm obsessed with the word, but because like we need to like take back free speech. Like, don't tell us what we can and cannot say. I've been saying this for
Yeah.
years, so I appreciate that. Do I think that all
Yeah,
guys
I
should do
like
it?
when
No,
you're
but
doing free speech. I like when Nick's doing free speech. When Chud is doing it, it feels like it's going to turn to George Floyd real
I
quick.
think
You
it
know, it's
could.
like
I
a
think it could,
Well, and
but
that's what happened, and that's what you kind of said earlier, right, Zerka? It's like we're not even worried about Chud going and being back with his family and being a
yeah.
father.
Nobody
We're
cares
worried
about that
about him
part.
making the fucking content, and that's just how skewed and sick and twisted this is. And I think
Yeah.
that's why you say don't align your karma with this. Like, make sure that you're strategic in how you approach this, because you have to really
Yeah,
have
because we
clarity.
all go back to our families when we turn off our Twitters, and it's fun, right? You play with the kids, the nephew, the whoever you have. You guys have your kids, boy, girl. Now, congratulations. But it's sad because nobody thinks of Chud. It's like he's in a prison cell.
like that's the thing. I've been like so not on social media lately. Like I don't even know what's going on.
I thought it's your job. I thought you're on social
He
media
doesn't
a
have a
lot.
I
job,
don't have a
nigga.
job. My husband's the provider. I'm like in my third trimester. I've been pretty much like sick of social
Wait,
media.
how do you have 500,000 followers if you're not posting? What
Well,
the
the thing
fuck?
is on Instagram, I was posting like a few reels a day for like months and stuff. But right now, every time I go on Instagram, I get locked out. Like literally every single time, change the password. It's a fucking. It's so annoying. So
Oh,
yeah, and I
really?
used to like Twitter like the most. That was my favorite platform, just because you can quickly just talk shit. It's just fun.
Dude, right now you should be dropping pregnancy clips of you saying the N
Oh yeah,
word. Like, that would
perfect.
be fucking
That's
hilarious.
perfect. We've already had freaking.
Like, do you have the bump?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is the second one like you're way fatter? Because, bro, you were one of the only people who you got skinny in like 2 weeks after your first one. You got skinny right
I can't
away.
wait.
And then you said something so evil to women all around the world. You said, see, you don't have to be a fat ass after pregnancy. And I'm like, dude, Isabella, it's rare that women have those kind of genetics where you can get skinny again. Like, there's a lot of women who cannot get
I
skinny
don't know.
after they get
I
fat.
don't think
No, bro, you don't believe in
I do believe
genetics?
in
Like, what
genetics,
the
but I think that if you're not overeating, like if you're in a calorie deficit, you can lose weight. And I actually was
What about
skinnier than I was.
metabolic
What about?
damage? Like, what about these Oprah types that get metabolic damage? Don't you believe in that?
Listen, they just need to eat one meal a day, like fast. It's the
They
easiest
need
way. It's the
peptides.
easiest. I mean, yeah, I don't even know much about peptides, but I've heard that they can help with that. I mean, just don't eat more than you should. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I know it's tough. You'll be hungry for a few
No, my
days,
nigga,
but your body adjusts.
Isabella, props to you because you're like one of the only people who looked exactly back to normal.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
shocked. I was like,
Zherka,
what the
the
fuck?
thing was, I made her dye her hair blonde, and she's been addicted to having all black hair. And I told her, I said, you can't have black hair until you get back to 110 pounds. And
And
so
stick to it for a week, so it's not just like a little fluke. So that was, I mean, I wanted to get skinny, but
Right.
that was a great motivator.
So like,
Yeah.
literally,
Wait, shouldn't it be harder now? Since you're having a second kid now, you should be fat as hell.
well, our boy is much, much bigger than Abriana was. So our daughter was born at 6 pounds, and it was kind of like a,
Is that average?
I was born like 8 pounds, 12 ounces.
She was in the 10th percentile.
She was small, and it was considered an like what's high risk pregnancy. But like, so our boy is
46 percentile.
Yeah, he's 46 percentile. He's huge.
But you said
He-
actually was
Oh wow.
This is weird.
Is that a good
yeah,
thing?
well, it's great. That's what we want for our boy. For our girl,
No,
we
but
want.
for Isabella, it's gonna increase her appetite, right?
Yeah, she's gotten much bigger. But like at the end of her pregnancy, she was 155 pounds for the first ones.
I looked skinnier this time.
Yeah, you do look. So Isabella looks skinnier, like in her legs and stuff, this time around for the pregnancy. But her belly is much bigger this time around.
But that's also a good thing since she's starting off from a skinny frame, adding on the extra weight and then leveling out later. It's never gonna ruin someone like Isabella. But if it was Oprah, she would be fucking 1,000 pounds. Like it's all about where you start from. You
If
know what
you're
I
gonna
mean?
impregnate a girl, she needs to be like very skinny, anorexic almost.
Well, this is what
Yeah.
I recommend. I recommend you marry
Yeah, I
a
always
girl
say
who has
that
an
a
eating
small bone
disorder.
structure too. It's not just
No,
metabolism.
you better marry a girl who has an unhealthy relationship with food, but not in the way where she's eating too much, where she's eating too little. You know?
Oh, Isabella, is that you? Are you do you starve yourself and shit?
No, but I mean, I used to take Adderall and I would eat like once a day, and it wouldn't be like nutritious. It wasn't like
What?
eat once a day and I'm getting all my like good things in. It'd be like, ooh,
There's no way you were on Adderall. Were you on Adderall on Fresh and
no, I was
Fit?
pregnant.
Oh yeah. Oh, before that, all the content before that.
I mean, if I wasn't pregnant, then yeah, I mean, probably.
Dude, now it makes sense. You're stimulated. That's what you're saying.
No, we love stimmies. We're pro stimmies.
So you guys are party people.
Yeah, but not swinger people. So there's a difference.
Yeah, but you guys are like,
We don't
because you guys look so clean and straight edge. I'm
we
like,
are
I
not
can't do
we are
coke with
not
these
party people.
people.
We do not do cocaine. We do not do any of this. Neither of us
What
have
you do?
Adderall anymore.
Adderall is the same
No,
thing.
I know it's the same thing, but we don't even have Adderall anymore. I mean, obviously I'm pregnant, but like Josiah doesn't even have a prescription. Like neither of us have anything. We don't party. We literally don't leave the house.
Mhm.
Josiah has to like drag me to get out of the house, contrary to what people think. But so let me
Right.
just put that out there. Like I'm like the biggest don't ever want to leave the house ever person.
Is it cozy? Are you guys good in
Well, now we're in
Texas?
Phoenix.
Oh, really? Since when?
Since like we got
Since leaving DC in April.
before we had Abriana.
No.
Yeah, we were for a little
What?
bit, and then
Yeah, so we left Texas and went to Arizona when we had Abriana so that my parents could be
Yep.
around. And then we moved to DC last year, 2 years ago. In November.
Why DC? Just for politics?
Yeah, Isabella had a deal. We negotiated this deal with a leftist podcaster.
with a gay liberal podcaster who I really like.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
I really like him. He probably doesn't want his audience to know that we're friends. But
He's cool. He's funny.
Luke Beasley. He's funny, but he's gay. But it was cool.
Yeah, but he's talented. If as long as they're talented,
yeah,
it's
super
cool.
talented. So we worked with Luke Beasley for 6 months. He paid for everything in DC.
Flew us first class back and forth. Like got us a freaking condo right in DC.
First
at like
class,
$6K a month.
really?
Like which treated us so well.
Yeah, and by the way, when you guys go on Timcast, they'll cover your travel, but you're sitting coach, right? Like when you go and deal with a liberal, like a liberal is going to fucking take care of you and treat you like a princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just you work in right wing media, they want you to pay for your own travel when you go on whatever. And even Fresh and Fit, like we were down in Miami because we were doing like a little honeymoon vacation there while you were pregnant or whatever. And I was like quitting my job and shit. And we
just wanted to go to the beach.
yeah, we wanted to be at the beach. But like these right wing podcasts, you can go and get exposure there and you can go and, go on these podcasts. They're not going to pay for shit. But when you deal with like a liberal who makes big bucks on YouTube,
right.
who makes big bucks on Apple fucking and Spotify for their podcast, they're going to pay out. And it was phenomenal. So yeah, we lived in DC last year up until April.
Wait, real quick, I just want to say, Zherka, when we were listening to you before you had me up, I've always been like a cop, just a hater, really,
A
but no, a
cock?
cop hater. But Myron,
Oh, holy shit! I was like, what
Myron, I
the
agree.
fuck?
It's like I can't even believe he was a cop. He's like, to me, I don't like. I'm not like as close with him as you are or whatever, but I met him a few times and chatted with him. He is one of the realists, I think, in politics by far.
Yeah, and he's professional. Like he never tried to
Oh
hit
no,
on
no,
you.
never. He's always, yeah,
He's actually like for the girls who do make him as a friend, they got a real homie in
oh,
the industry.
totally.
Like all the other homies are sleaze
Totally. No,
bags.
my only girlfriend that's like really, really close to me. I mean, I'm friends with Amy, but like Lisa, who's Tim Pool's booker, she's friends with Myron, and she says the same thing. Like we can read everyone. That's why you don't have any girls to, recommend for you, because we hate everyone. And I
Yeah,
would
but
recommend
it's
Lisa, but she has like a couple kids and
but I want what you guys have, where I go try, like I'm sure you guys have honeymoons on MDMA and all
no,
that.
we don't.
I want that kind of a right wing thing. I don't want those conservative boring ones. I want the ones with the Adderall in the pocket, shit like that.
Oh my gosh. Well, we've never done the MDMA together, so sorry.
Really?
Hate
I
to
thought
break
you
it.
guys are just trying different things. Like, hey, try and say the N word with Adderall. Now say it on Coke. See
No,
which
I've
one
been saying the N
lands.
word. Okay, so I don't need anything. I've been saying this forever. Like my dad will literally say he gets so annoyed when people call me a grifter, because he's like, "It's only they knew the hell you would put us through growing, like even
But is it
middle school." Same.
Isabella? Isn't that the hard part where family watches and you're like, it's kind of like you're Batman. You don't want your secret identity to be revealed, so you're like, Mom, Dad, don't watch my content.
Yeah, no, I know. It's people attack my mom's, like they'll call like where she works, and I feel bad because like I don't care about people coming after me, but when it affects other people, that's what sucks. But like for instance, we just had Thanksgiving with my husband's dad's family, who he hasn't even been connected with for like decades or whatever, and they were all great, like really cool people, and then we ended up.
They're all waiting at the dinner table. They're just waiting for you to.
Listen. So like the guys in the family, the men in the family were like, have already seen my Instagram, they liked it or whatever. But then we get a little text a few weeks later, and Josiah and me were no longer welcome at their Christmas because the women got offended on behalf of.
But
Of course, it's
of
always the
course.
women. So we get disinvited from things, but to me, I'm just like, cool. It's weeding out. If you can't handle a word, then I don't want to. Like I'm an introvert. I don't want to be waste time being around people. Like I prefer to be
Well,
alone. So
here's
it's
the cool
fine.
thing. They know everything about you two. You guys don't know anything about those ladies. Isn't that like the whole thing that you it's like, bro, you're not invited to a place with people that are pretty much strangers, but you guys are stars in their eyes. Isn't that like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to go.
I
Well,
mean,
this is the interesting thing that I think kind of and I hate astrology, Zerka, because I think it's so cliche. But like, dude,
You hate it because you have a girl. If you're single, you gotta use
yeah,
it. You gotta talk to the bitches about their
real,
fucking
real.
signs.
But like, Isabella and Nick Fuentes are 10 days apart
at birth.
at birth. Yeah, they're literally 10 days apart, and
Wait, what's this have to do with
I'll
anything?
tell you, Nick is such like an introvert, and he reminds me so much of Isabella, like the way
What
that
the
he goes
fuck are
about,
you
like, dude,
saying?
Isabella will not talk to somebody for months and still speak so highly about them and speak like they're best friends, right? And that's kind of, to me, I think about that and I'm like, Nick is literally just an introvert. Like when I look at this America First United thing, and how Amy Dangerfield texted Nick and was like, "What do you think about this event?" and how he never responded. I just see Isabella. Like Isabella doesn't respond to text. Like she is the most absent person, but like she still loves people, you know, but she's just like
I don't even
not
want to talk on the phone.
she's such an introvert. Like it's so crazy, you know, and that's
Really?
really how Nick is. Like I just think Nick doesn't like talking to people. Nick doesn't want to get involved with other people's business, you know. He doesn't like and to me that's exactly how Isabella is, which kind of relates to the astrology. Like they're so close in age, they're so close in birth dates. It's 10 days apart. She's the 28th. When is he, the 18th? Yeah.
The only reason I know this is because I'm like, wow, his birthday is like the same into the year. I mean, the same exact as mine. So.
Yeah, and I mean, like they act so fucking similarly. Like Isabella has best friends that she hasn't talked to in months, you know,
I haven't talked to Lisa on the phone in months. She's my best friend. It's like I need low effort friendships because I don't know. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, is it for people like us? It's you gotta have industry friends, or else you're
No, I
fucked.
have industry friends, but I don't need to like talk to them. I don't like
No,
need them to.
do you hang out with your real friends ever since you did this kind of work, or not as
Like, what do you
much?
mean? I mean,
Like, I swear, when I started this kind of work, I never saw anyone ever again. It's just people in
well,
the
I'm from.
industry.
Well, I mean, I'm from like the Northeast. Like, I went to college in Massachusetts. I'm from Connecticut, so it's like I moved to Texas. It's not like I'm gonna be flying over, like flying out to go see my old like college friends. It's like from a different chapter of my life. Like really the only
Right,
people I
right,
see
right.
now are my husband, my daughter, and like my husband's family, and then if my mom comes and visits, or but that's it. Amy
And
was here.
that's extremely normal. That's extremely normal because you have kids and stuff. It's not like you're gonna see your raver friends and
Yeah.
stuff. But what about those people in these political events? You guys keep in touch
Yeah,
with
I mean,
them?
occasionally, like I'll keep in touch with
it's like,
Gypsy Crusader. I really like Paul Miller.
yeah.
Jake Shields, we like.
And I mean, we'd love to keep that. We'd love to keep that connection with Nick, but like Nick also doesn't text, and he's not like very active.
Yeah.
Like
I've never
you know,
talked
like
to
you'd
Nick
want
personally. But Zherka, I feel like you and me keep contact, even though I don't even know the last time we've ever talked. But to me, I'm like, oh, that one time when you messaged me, you're like, I don't even like girl content, but your like, it's funny. Like we've always.
Yeah, I like seeing you. I don't want to just I don't want to encourage any bad behavior, but I like when you say the N word. It's fun. It looks funny as hell. It looks funny. It just looks hilarious. And
Yeah.
I like the comments. Like there's a lot of cope. And my favorite kind of people to click on is when the comments are more cope than the creator. You know, the creator always
Yeah.
copes, but when the comment section is more cope and the creator is just having fun with it, that's my favorite
to.
kind of content to
Yeah, but
watch.
like I feel like my industry friends, I don't need to like physically hang out with them, but I would consider you one, like Myron one,
Yeah.
Paul Miller one. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't need to be.
For me, it's Nick, Myron. That's about it. Like, and Fresh. Like, it's so hard to keep up with people. What the fuck?
Well, dude, I mean, these people don't want to keep up with you. That's the thing. Like me and Sneeko when Nick did Holy War a few years ago, and I helped Sneeko write a speech, and I was like, "You got to end with Christ is King."
Yeah.
And we were hanging out all day and everything, and like, I mean, Sneeko just really made me feel like I was such a good friend to him, despite us first meeting that day. And then he never texted me back. Like he was such a
Yeah, he
diva.
used you,
No,
right?
no, dude,
He used
Sneeko
you,
is
right?
such a fucking diva and so
He's
gay.
cold. He's
Like it's
cold.
so
Yeah.
weird, you know? No, yeah, of course. Like, but still, at the end of the day,
No,
it's like
I said
when
this.
it comes to
Bro,
personal
every
relationships, that dude was so
no,
weird.
no, bro. Everyone used to ask me, "How is Sneeko so cool with you, Zerka? Look at my text with him. He will ghost the
Yeah,
fuck
totally.
out of people. Like it is brutal. Like, and he has no excuse for it. It's not like he got high or anything, right?
Yeah, imagine. Okay, Zerka, imagine like me and Sneeko hit it off. Like he's in my Airbnb. You know, we're fucking watching anime, watching Naruto together.
That's where it went wrong.
And like yeah, and like we're just like going to the beach, talking, hanging out, like best friends,
Bro,
right?
this sounds so gay.
Right?
It sounds like what do you
Yeah,
mean
and it
you're
was
watching
like
Naruto in a
yeah, and
hotel?
no, he was talking
What the
he
fuck is
was
going
talking
on?
shit about Naruto, and I'm like, no, bro, you need to watch this. Like it's legit,
Yeah.
whatever.
It is
And
legit.
so we're like having all these conversations. He never talks to me again, except 3 or 4 years later. He
He needed
calls
some
me in the
help.
middle of the night and he goes, "Clavicular's in jail in Phoenix. Can you help him get represented?" And I'm like, and I'm on the
What
phone with him
the-
on stream, and I'm like, "Nigga, I haven't talked to you in 4 years. Like, yeah, I'll figure something out." And I helped Clav get bailed out of jail in Phoenix. And it's like, it was just the weirdest thing that this
That's
dude.
what everyone does. They keep helping Sneeko 10 times. They get burned 10 times and then they say, what the fuck? And I'm like, I've never met a lifetime YouTuber like Isabella, me, people like us who have our clips out. We had lives before this, but Sneeko is since a child a YouTuber. So all the selfishness that's in Isabella or me or anyone who does this job and it makes you a little selfish, he has 10 million times more experience being selfish than us. So it's like, I've never met someone that uses that many people. Like it's almost like Jeffrey Epstein levels of it's kind of like respect. It's like because Trump doesn't do that. Trump will shake your hand and stuff like that to go to the top. Trump will be in your corner if you're in his. But Sneako's like a different kind of serpent animal. It's just and it's weird because it comes from like this I grew up with YouTube. I can't really socialize kind of
Yeah, well, I
psyche.
mean, I will say I can empathize with not like texting people back. Like if you're not in kind of where I'm at and we're not really seeing each other on the regular just based off what's going on in life, I don't really want to text you. Like I would consider Amy and her husband really good friends. I'm in a group chat with them too and my husband. I literally don't read it. Like no offense to them. Like I
Yes,
like them.
I get it.
I
Yeah.
love them. I just like I hate texting people. So it's not that I don't love them and it's so I don't really know Sneeko really at all, but I'm just saying like I can empathize with not really like that's why Lisa, my girl Lisa, is my best friend because we have zero expectations. If she doesn't text me back, I know she's busy and it's not because she hates me. Why didn't you text me back? And why didn't you do this? And why, you know what I mean? I can't
Yeah.
stand friendships like that. I need low maintenance friendships. And, I got my own shit. And even if I was doing nothing, I don't really want to text you.
Yeah.
I'm weird.
Yeah. And
But it's like kind of people could think I'm a shitty friend. Maybe that makes me a shitty friend, but that's,
I don't think it's shitty at all. I think, look, most humans that get their shit together in life, they are out of sight, out of mind. Like if you're not in my personal vicinity in person, it's really hard to remember you exist. And everyone gets so offended with that. Dude, if you're a successful human, you have your, to-do list every day. You have your team, your employees around you. Those people matter. But people on the internet are like, you guys are states away. How the fuck? My mind wouldn't even go there to think about you guys. You guys are states away. But if I'm in your town, then you guys become like family. Like immediately, if I lived in Phoenix, Arizona
yeah.
with you guys, I would be anything you guys need because you guys really, really showed love when it was a dirty part of my life. I was just getting shafted by the universe, and you guys were actually, when you see a FaceTime call from two good-looking people that are just very normal, like they make the nigger jokes, they make it's everything that I grew up saying and shit. So it just felt like two normal people are calling me. I don't really care what the internet's saying. These are two normal faces. The internet's a bunch of ugly people about so it made what I was going through so much easier, right? Because it's very hard in the industry, bro. It's like even someone like me can have days where I go, man, fuck this shit. What the fuck am I doing this shit? But yeah, so I
Yeah.
consider you guys up
Well,
there.
and
But
and
because you guys are so
Friendships
far
bind us.
away
Yeah.
geographically, I don't give a fuck.
well,
It's
and
like
I
you guys
mean
are too
that's
far. I can't run to you guys if you're have an emergency. But if I'm in your town, I could.
Right.
So
But
it's
if
like
like you're
that.
kind of going through something online, like we can kind of get it and we can give you that FaceTime that, can
Yeah.
help
Well,
with
and that's what we did with Zherka too. Like we called
Yeah, you
you,
guys are
and
good
dude,
people, man. You didn't have to do that. You guys didn't have to do that.
you were so in your head. You were
Yeah, I
so
was,
black pilled, and it was like,
I was black pilled and
I
humiliated,
know, and I
bro.
was like, dude, I've barely even seen any of this. And that was
Dude,
that was
Josiah,
refreshing.
the
I
whole
felt for
world,
Josiah too because
the whole the whole world was calling me Epstein. And bro, when I stopped laughing about it, it got in my head because I'm like, bro, my parents are, what are they gonna think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, my parents didn't give a fuck. They're like, we know you're normal.
Yeah, well,
It's like,
people in your
okay.
life like know what's real and what's not. Like,
That's why I say you can get embarrassed if it's your close family, you know, because I've transcended the part where you get embarrassed for strangers. I don't really care.
yeah.
But for family, I can feel a little shame
And a
there.
lot of people are like they're already gonna make up their like they've made up their mind about you, so
Yeah, that's
it
why I
doesn't matter.
defend you guys no matter what. Because I go, bro, we're not trying to win over the chatter's mind.
Yeah.
It's a hater.
Right.
It's a fucking
It's a
hater.
hater. And just I want to give Josiah credit here. He's the one that said to FaceTime you and like call you and reach out because me, I feel like
Yeah.
if I call someone, it's like an inconvenience because that's how I feel when people call me. So I'll be
Yeah.
like, wait, I don't want to FaceTime this person. I feel like so annoying. So shout out to Josiah because he helps me with
Well,
that.
yeah, no, it's just it's important when somebody's being ripped apart, you know, it's important to call them and just to say like, hey, this is bullshit. Like we love you.
I'm sure you've defended Sneeko too, right?
Not really.
You learned your lesson with that.
Not really. I mean, but like
defending Sneeko tonight.
I love Josiah. I love that you randomly out of the blue just fucking took shots at Sneeko. Like 4 years he didn't text you.
I
Like,
know, dude. Well, it's like, dude, okay, listen, like you and him had your falling out. And I like texted him. I was like, "Listen, bro, if you can build me up like you built up Zherka, because in my head I thought, dude, and this is delusional, but I thought like he had built you up, and I'm like, dude, if you build me up like you built up Zherka, I'll never betray you, you know, like, so come on, have me on your stream, you know, this is like peak Sneeko, and like he just blocked me like out of the blue on some drama shit, and I was like, what the fuck, like this is such beta behavior. And then he unblocked me the next day and then like texted me and whatever, and I was just like, dude, this is like high school.
is this recent?
No, this was in like 2022, and I was just like, dude, this is like high school drama shit, like I actually can't do this.
I think some people though that make content just like immediately like get the ick if anyone's like, oh, have me on. Like I feel like some people get like I get annoyed.
No, totally. And in my head, like my perception of things was completely wrong. Like obviously, Zherka wasn't built up by Sneeko. Zherka's just a phenomenal personality that Sneeko caught on to, and then like utilized for his platform and shit. But you know, my perception at the time was totally skewed. And so when I saw the whole beef and all that bullshit, I was just like, you know, I would never do this to you, Sneeko. Trust me. Come on, let's like work together. And he just like blocked me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know,
Why did he block you? Because he thought we're homies?
no, he blocked me because he was having a stream. I was watching his stream, and I texted him. I said, "This stream is so mid. Have me on." And he was
Oh,
like,
dude, if you say that when
and
someone's live,
and
dude,
but it was a
dude.
mid ass stream though, Zherka. It was so
Yeah,
bad,
I know, but
and his
dude, people
numbers
get butt
dropped.
hurt for shit like that,
Yeah,
man.
whatever. Okay, I learned my lesson 4 years ago. Whatever. Fuck me. Okay, whatever. He fucking blocked me, acted like a total beta male, and then he unblocked me the next day. And it was just like it was like cringe high school drama shit. And you
Yeah.
remember I talked to you about this. I was just like, dude, Sneeko blocked me. What the fuck? Like I just had him in my Airbnb, helped him with his speech with Holy War with Nick Fuentes. Like this is
while you're streaming anymore. He probably just didn't want to see the notification.
no, I think he didn't want to see me say you're being cringe on stream. And he didn't like
Yeah.
the fact that like his numbers were down and everything. And
Yeah.
I made it seem like, hey, have me on and we could hype this thing up. We could do something.
And he won't have Isabella on because as soon as he finds out a girl has a husband, he will never talk to her
Well,
again.
he did,
Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
he did.
If
He had us
Isabella
on
says,
after Abriana said nigga, and it was this whole scandal and everything.
"Are you serious? You went over to his house?"
No, like just virtually. And
He was
I was in the works of like doing something with him, but he'd always bail last minute. I don't know. Sneeko's never been like one that chatted me up ever, really.
Yeah, Zherka.
Oh, really? I could just imagine him flirting with you. It's
not at
like
all.
that he does that with every
Oh
chick.
no, he's never been flirt. I mean, I've never seen him in person.
No,
but
he hasn't been
always been
flirtatious.
respectful.
He's been respectful, but
Pretty much everyone has.
yeah,
I feel like.
yeah, because they know I'll fuck him up. But you know, when Zherka, the stream that we did with you, that was because we were supposed to have Sneeko on, and Sneeko bailed on us
Right.
last minute, and so I messaged you from Isabella's account. I was like, "Hey, can we go live in like 20 minutes?"
Oh,
and
yeah.
and
That's when she was just on the Fresh Fit at that year.
yeah, this was
Yeah.
exactly. And I was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah,
Zherka,
yeah.
can we do a live stream?" And Sneeko bailed out on us, and we had this plan for like a week in advance. And he had bailed on us last minute, and I hit you up like 20 minutes before the live stream, and you came up, and it was clutch, and it was like, it's one of the big. This is the biggest live stream you've ever had on your channel, right?
Yeah.
It got like 70,000 views still to this date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest live stream Isabella's had on her channel.
We always wanted to fly Zherka out for
Yeah,
in person thing.
and Zherka pulled, and
Yeah, I
dude,
remember I was in a garage
you're so
and
fucking real for that, dude. I mean, seriously, last minute, it was so dope, and we had a conversation. Isabella and you had a conversation. The viewers pulled up, like, you know, you came in so clutch when Sneeko bailed out. So we have so much respect and love for you for that. You know, it's dope.
yeah, no, I said when I get active, when I'm done the Tokyo trip and I get active again online, we gotta chop it up. I've never even been to Phoenix. What do people do there?
It's a lot of Mexicans, so they
Sit
do
on cactus.
they
What the fuck? I thought there's babes in
they
Phoenix.
they do a lot of Latinas before they reach their, you know, fat
Right,
fridge prime, I guess.
But
right, right.
Scottsdale has pretty girls allegedly, right, for Zherka?
No, Scottsdale has a lot of pretty girls. I could take you out and we could have a great time, but
Bro, we should go on the street.
Yeah.
no, dude, is this a Chud the Builder space or what?
Yeah, we gotta take over that shit.
I didn't make that connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should. Was not a target from the reminder.
No, dude, that's yeah, you should come out here though. I mean, I could introduce you to the TPUSA crowd. We could go see
Yeah.
we could go see
But the problem
the
is
Charlie Kirk Memorial and pay our respects.
dude, Josiah, the problem is Isabella's pregnant. I'd have to come when you guys have the kids so Isabella can
Oh, no drugs.
Yeah, okay, so that's post July. So maybe come out in August. We've never done cocaine, but yeah, if you come out in August,
what
we
it's
could
just
smoke some
Adderall?
lines.
You guys are actually about your money. You guys just do it Adderall?
We actually don't do anything.
Yeah, so we're completely sober except I drink, but
Yeah, that's sober.
yeah, so I've never done cocaine in my entire life, but maybe
Really?
Zherka
Isabella,
can't hang
weren't
out
you a
with you
raver?
anymore. Zherka
Yo,
can't hang out with you
wait,
anymore.
wait, we gotta stay on topic. Yo, guys, talk about Chud the Builder.
Is this GG33? GG is talked shit. He's talked shit about my family, bro. Zherka, he's talked shit
Hey,
about my family.
I talk shit about everyone. You're a public figure.
Bro,
I'll say
this is
whatever the fuck I
Gary.
want.
Gary, we met at Amfest and you're talking shit on us, bro. That's crazy.
Damn, Gary, you snake.
We met at Amfest?
Yeah, dude, I shook your hand when you were there with Myron.
What the fuck?
Oh man. All right, man. Well, I didn't know who you were. I mean, listen, bro. You have an older wife. I criticize that. That's about it, man. Don't worry about it.
Older wife? What the fuck does that mean?
Older. She's older than you.
OLDER.
I'm happy you can spell, my friend.
Not ODOR. Odor, right?
Again, man, you want to get into a spelling competition?
Not OTT.
It is what it is, man. And anyway, Zherka, you know Chud's enemy year is coming up next year. I think he's cooked.
He's cooked this year,
Oh,
nigga.
shit.
You got your years wrong. He's cooked this year. You think they're really gonna let him out?
He's cooked right now.
If he goes to fucking prison, it'll most likely be at the end of this year or beginning of next year. There's gonna be a trial. This is gonna be a big fucking case. I promise you, this is gonna be just like Rittenhouse.
GG. What about Charlie Kirk and the year he was assassinated? What do you think about that?
I mean,
give me the numerology. No.
Doesn't
I
line
don't want the
up.
bullshit.
Doesn't line up.
GG. I don't want the bullshit. Give me the numerology on that shit.
I mean, Charlie Kirk would have been a future president of the United States, and they took him out.
Obviously,
What the fuck are you talking about?
Obviously, he would He would have been he would have been a president. Everybody
he would have been
fucking
a
knows
president.
that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What is his what?
Really?
Give me the
Charlie
numbers
Kirk?
when he was
Oh,
assassinated.
Lord.
Listen,
Bro.
brother. I go to Amfest like all of you guys, and if I start going into that, I don't think I'll be invited to Amfest anymore. So I'll keep my mouth shut about
Well,
that one.
I work with Charlie Kirk, so I can make sure that you're still invited.
Okay.
So give me the numbers on
Okay.
that.
Nah, I'm not going into that, bro.
Pussy nigga.
I'm not going into that. I'm not going into that.
Stop being a
I'm
pussy.
not going into shit.
Stop being a pussy.
Talk shit about Erica Kirk and see how fucking quick you're fucking out of there.
What the fuck are you talking
big
about?
man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Start talking shit about Erica Kirk. See what happens.
Why would I talk shit about her?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to talk shit about her either.
What are you?
There you go.
What are you talking about? Wait, Isabella says,
I'm not talking shit.
Guys.
I'm not talking shit about.
It's okay. It's getting heated, guys. It's okay.
It's all good,
Yeah,
man.
you guys actually know each other?
So me and
I don't know.
Gary,
I don't know who he is.
Gary met.
It's great content. Thank
Me
you.
and Gary met.
I don't know who he is,
a year
bro.
ago at Amfest. He's
Did he smell? Did this fat Jew smell?
Man, shut the fuck up.
No,
you
he
bitch
didn't
ass nigga.
smell, and he looked really white, not like a Jew at all. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I
But he
trusted
still
him.
was chubby.
Oh, that's why you trusted me, huh?
You know, if I
Yeah,
if
you
I
look white,
smell
bro.
his
I didn't know you're a.
armpits, I bet it'd be a little cheesy, to be honest. But I didn't smell.
You got some sick ass comment here. Why would you smell another nigga's armpits? I mean, maybe
Gary,
that's an issue you have with your wife.
No, I'm saying if I did,
Gary,
I bet it'd be
Gary,
cheesy.
Gary, they can attack you and your wife too. You know
have a wife?
I mean, my wife is not a public figure. His is.
You have
Big fucking difference. Big fucking
Josiah's
difference.
Like,
my wife is doing what she should be doing, being a housewife, raising kids, not being in the public.
That's
nice.
good, bro. I fuck with that. What does that have to do with your smelly, cheesy armpits, though?
My God, man. Anyways, bro, I don't know what it's like to be dominated by a woman too. Does she fucking tell you what?
What are you talking about, bitch?
She dominates you, bitch ass nigga.
Isabella.
She dominates you.
Who dominates?
She tells you what to do. By the way, who's more popular? Her or you?
Say it, bitch. Say it.
Obviously, Josiah dominates me, but people have a different idea.
Who is more popular?
Wait, who's
more popular?
Wait,
you or your bitch?
Wait, I'm sorry.
You're fucking hanging on your woman's coattails, motherfucker.
He's the breadwinner. I don't make any money. I just
Who's more popular? Who's more popular?
Hey, listen to the woman
exactly.
Speak. Hey, have some respect.
I don't listen to women speak. First mistake. I don't listen to women speak. That's your first fucking mistake. Got like fucked up.
Have some respect.
Motherfucker over here talking about smelly armpits, then wants me to fucking listen to his woman. You got me fucked up.
Okay.
Oh my! Listen to the woman here.
Just real quick, I understand why people have that perception, but people that know us in real life, literally, they'll say Josiah's too hard on me. Like he's too dominant. Okay, so people
What's
can
the
think
age
what they
gap?
want. I'm not here to change people's minds.
What's the age gap? Why is someone so quiet and silent? You guys are just talking mad shit. What is the age gap?
What is it, Matt? What are you talking about?
Obviously, it matters. I'm asking you a question. She explained whatever. I want to know what the age gap. How many years older is she than you?
Hey, Isabella. Isabella's 24 and I'm 23. So what's up?
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, then you have my apologies.
Thank you.
What the fuck? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Gary, you just fucking you
no,
all that
cool,
for that?
Cool. I thought it was like 4-year difference. I thought it was a 4-year difference.
I respect that.
Gary, how did you meet him? Since you don't remember meeting him, you just talk shit.
Bro. I don't remember.
You just talk shit on a clip.
I don't remember any of these people, bro. They like
these people are bigger than you, bro.
You got me fucked up.
No, Gary.
She's on 500K on Instagram.
I literally have Zherka.
I bet he met a lot at Amfest.
Zherka. I
have
bro,
she's 500K on Instagram. Gary.
I got 2 accounts, way bigger than that. Okay, what are you talking about? I got a 3 million fucking followers. Zherka, you're literally only on one.
Where's the 3 million? Bring those 3 million here.
You got literally one fucking platform, Twitter, bro. And on some real shit,
Shut the
Zherka.
fuck up. I'm on YouTube as well.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Zherka.
No,
You want
dude, a ton
on
of
some real
people
shit?
watch Zherka and his Gnosticism on YouTube. This is a huge thing. He has a website, and a ton of people. He made 100K on his website each month.
Ooh, 100,000. Ooh,
I make so
big,
much
big,
more than
big deal.
Gary. Like
Okay,
Gary, I could
Zherka. On
Gary, I could buy
on
your
my
children
worst
from you.
day,
I could
you
buy
couldn't
your
make more money
children
than
from
me.
you. Do you want me to buy your son from you?
Zherka, you were on my couch 2 years ago.
Shut the fuck up,
Why are you
bro.
guys
Shut
talking
the fuck
shit,
up.
dude? Come
Shut the
on,
fuck
dude.
up.
I thought Gary and
He
Zherka were
says
homies.
he says you were on my couch. I'm like, bro, Gary, the only way I chill with you is if you get the Airbnb for the office, 5 rooms and some bad and bring some bitches too.
I
And he
use you
did
like the
all that.
prostitute.
He did all that.
I
You had
use you
him
like the
whipped
prostitute
like a
that you are, my
dog.
friend.
I made your career, Gary. I
I
feed
made
your
your career.
I feel
children.
like
I
Zherka
feed your
contributed.
kids.
You know,
I feed your
I think
You
kids.
were
Zherka
at your peak when
contributed
I
more
managed
than
you.
GG.
You were
GG,
at your
I'm
Gary,
your
peak when I
manager.
you
managed you,
I
gotta have
feed
Zherka.
your
more respect for
family. I
Zherka.
own your family. That's right. Yeah, get muted.
Zherka, why can't you get back
Don't
on
make me
Kick?
remove you from
Why
speakers.
couldn't you get back on Kick, Zherka?
Speak. Go ahead.
Why don't you get back on Kick, Zherka? I tell you who to talk to.
Gary, listen,
Yeah,
man.
exactly, bro.
If
You
you
came
want your
to
hold on.
Miami
Gary,
to
did you
chill with
pop off
Clav,
in the
and you
year
couldn't even do a fuck.
2020? Did you pop off in the year
I
2023?
already
Yes or
popped
no?
off. I make more money in a month than you do a year.
Bro, on the last spaces you said I brought you up.
My app is worth 80 million,
It's
Zherka.
crazy.
Gary, the reason why I know of you, to be honest, is because of Zherka. And listen, I love Don Lucre, but like
Yeah.
if you weren't with Zherka first, I wouldn't have known who you were, to be
Straight
honest.
up.
I mean,
At
that's
100,
all fine and dandy. Half the
I
people
still
know
got
Zherka from
respect.
me.
the
I still got
305
respect and
podcast.
love for
Plug
you
it
though,
in, boy. Pay your
GG33.
rent.
You know, we shook hands and you still talk shit on my wife a little bit despite
Bro,
us
I
meeting
don't
in
That's
person.
remember
crazy,
you.
bro.
I'm
But
just
dude,
telling you the truth.
you
I
talk
don't
shit on my
He
wife
remember
shook his
though.
you.
I
hand,
get you
bro.
don't remember me, but you talk
I
shit on my
don't
wife
remember
though.
you, bro. Like,
Bro,
what do
Gary,
you want me to tell you?
apologize to his wife, bro. That's so rude
I
of you.
already fucking said my apologies. I thought they had a 4-year age difference. I already said that.
Yeah,
4 year
but
isn't
dude,
that bad.
No, that's horrible.
you attacked her because she was
Is
making
it?
fun of Jews though. Like you didn't attack her because of an
I
age
mean,
difference.
no. I actually support people attacking whoever the fuck they want, including women or whatever. I'm not gonna apologize for no shit like that.
GG, have you been drinking tonight or what?
I
Because
don't
it seems
drink,
like you
bro.
don't
That's
He
remember
doesn't
haram.
things
even.
properly.
He doesn't even.
I
He's afraid to say the N word.
I say you
Are
guys
Hard
can
R.
say that. I'm good, bro.
you're saying you got the
I
consonants
actually have a
wrong?
career.
Yeah,
You actually have a career, nigga. You do
I do too.
astrology, little.
Go on the fucking Daily Mail and all that shit, Zherka. What about you?
So does
You on
Isabella.
Daily Mail?
And she's
You need a
day.
Daily Mail your paycheck, bro. You broke. You can't even feed your
Zherka,
kids,
do you
Gary.
want to
You
go
live in
bad for
sunny
bad?
The
isles,
You
Daily
want to
bro.
go
Mail
bad
doesn't
for
even
bad,
fucking
Brokey?
pay. Isabella's been
You
on the
have a
Daily
Corvette,
Mail so many
Zherka.
times and it
You have
doesn't
a
even
Corvette,
pay.
Zherka.
You
You're
have an
broke.
Uber. You got a
You're
Lyft.
broke, Zherka. You
Okay,
have a
dude, this is
Corvette.
chaos.
You drive Uber, boy.
This is a chaos
Uber
agent,
Black, nigga.
bro.
And my
This is a
fucking driver
Mossad
probably makes
chaos
more than you.
agent.
That's why you
Bro, Gary, you get
that's
blacked on
why
the
you fucking that's
305
why you go on
podcast.
into Colombia, because you're a broke nigga. You can only get bitches
Bro,
there.
then why are you following me around? Can you introduce me to Clav?
Nigga, we go to
Get
Colombia
the
Me?
for
I
fuck out.
fucking knew
And
Clav
cocaine.
Clav
before
kicked
you.
you. Bro,
I'm the
Clav
one who
kicked
told
you
you to come
out.
down here to meet Clav. What the fuck?
Get the fuck.
Zherka, I'll put you on to
Bro,
Clav
You
real
know what's
quick.
funny?
You don't
Clav
need
kicked him out of the
GG.
house. He's like, yo, Zherka, don't bring Fresh and Gary. I was like, I didn't bring them. What the fuck?
No, dude, I'll put you on a Clav real quick. You don't need fucking GG. That's
Oh
for
no,
sure.
we already collab, bro. I think I've done enough streams for this year. Now I just got Tokyo, and I look forward to seeing your guys' shit. I didn't know you had beef with Gary. That's great content, though. You guys going back and forth.
Well, this is what pisses me
Here,
off with
let's
Gary.
bring him back up. Let's bring
Well,
him back up.
let me
Let's.
and while you're doing that, let me just tell you, this is what pisses me off with Gary, you know. Super friendly guy, great to me in
Yeah,
person.
then just talk shit about
And
you
then
every time.
randomly for no reason, he's just like talking shit on the internet. He's calling us out. You know, Isabella's like into numerology and astrology. I think that shit's
Oh,
crazy.
really? Shut
And
Remember
the
when you were
fuck
like
up. You
begging me
and
used
for
to
like
five
work
hundred
for
dollars,
me,
Gary
Zherka?
just
boy.
all of a
Begging,
You
sudden
used to
starts
work for me,
attacking us for
boy.
begging me
no
for five
reason.
hundred
He's,
dollars, Zherka.
yo, get the fuck out of here. This guy
Broke
went to
ass nigga.
Jack Doherty. This guy went to Jack Doherty and said, "Yo, Jack Doherty, before you pay Zherka, you gotta pay me." I thought he had no food to eat, so I actually let Gary collect. I let Gary collect the 11,000, and I gave Gary a cut, and I felt so bad for him. I'm like, dude, because people who play manager, they're usually, in Miami, they're like struggling tough.
Yeah.
And this guy for a year and a half would try and get me to introduce him to Fresh and Fit. And Myron hated him for the first year. It
Oh
was like
shit.
I've never seen the first time Myron wanted to punch me in the face was when I brought Gary. Like I've never seen Myron that angry in my life before. And it's like he could smell the Jew in him. He could smell the Jew is here.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I wish I could.
Yeah, it made me look
I
crazy.
wish I like Myron did and could smell the Jew, but I couldn't. He just looked to me like an Irish white guy.
Yeah.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah, well, no, I find Gary funny sometimes, so it's easy to chill with Gary. But I could just see I'm not supposed to be bringing Gary to Clav's house and shit. Like I'm way too nice to Gary. Like he's got to know his place, you
Well,
know.
he's got to have more respect, dude, and he's got to be more loyal. I think me and him shook hands and we were friendly. And
Well,
6 months
he's up
later,
and
he
down
turns
money.
on me.
That's why
He turns
he
on the
gets
Moody
nervous when he's
family.
down on money.
Zerka,
He's a gambler.
Zerka,
He's a gambler. He loses a lot of
Zerka,
money.
you know me, dude. Like I have been semi inconsistent throughout my career and whatever. You've never turned on me. So for somebody like Gary to just turn on the Moody family for no fucking reason, despite us shaking hands and being
Yeah,
friendly, it's
he'd rather
ridiculous.
have the content. He's like those people.
It's inappropriate.
No, but dude, if you're gonna shake someone's hand and then attack them online, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, man.
I find that really hard to do. If I'm chill with you in person, it's really hard for me to get angry at you. Like I met you in person. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awful people.
Isabella, give us the what do you think of Chud the Builder versus Black guy who got shot? What do you think? Like, give us all of it.
Well, I mean, I haven't really seen the clip or really anything besides what my husband told me earlier, and it's like, I mean, what? So what happened? He's called, and then the guy started chimping out, and then he shot him. Like that's pretty much what I've
Yeah,
known. Well,
that's exactly what
I mean,
happened.
I know that blacks when it attacks someone, it's a freaking word, but I mean, like I said, low IQ, they have really low impulse control, very chimped out behavior. So, I mean, and he's going to protect himself. He's going to protect himself. However, he does put himself in these situations, which I'm sure he would admit himself. So, whatever. I don't really have much of a take. I haven't really seen much on it. I really have not been on Twitter lately. I've been pregnant and not caring about social media, really.
Okay, all right. Michael, you want to ask her a question? Go ahead, man.
No, I just wanted to make a comment about this Chud the Builder. Uh,
Sure.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this court case was in Tennessee. Now, Tennessee has the stand your ground law. Now, according to the audio that the audio statement that he gave the police, he said that you better not be chimping out on me. He didn't. He made a statement that you better not be chimping out on me. I'll defend myself. And then the guy says, "Well, I got PTSD," and then he started
Mhm.
swinging on him. Now
Start
the
chimping
video,
out.
the video I saw of the attack, which was like towards the end before the cops jumped in, the
Yep.
guy was on top of Chud hitting him. Now you got to understand this. I'm from Florida, so stand your ground. First of all, he did retreat. He was walking away, and the guy came up to him. So, and by Tennessee stand your ground law, you do not have to retreat. You can just stand your ground and use anything.
Yep.
Okay. So to me, this sounds like another Rittenhouse case. I think they're going to try. I mean, in my opinion, they're going to try this conviction. They're going to try to convict him And even if he does get convicted, he'll get exonerated on appeal because of the stand your ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Tennessee, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean, to me, it's just like a bunch of bullshit that he would actually even get charged with attempted murder. I mean,
Yeah.
that right there. I mean, a lot of people don't understand it, that Tennessee does have a stand your ground law. Uh, I mean, looking it up real quick, the statute itself is Tennessee Code annotated subsection 3911 611. So, and it specifically states no duty to retreat. You do not have to retreat before using force if you're in a place where you have a lawful right to be, which he was, and are not engaged in illegal activity, which he wasn't.
Was
So,
it, did he attack him?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
The
then
black
No,
he's
guy
gonna be
actually,
fine.
the
He's gonna be
black guy
fine.
attacked,
it's
the black guy attacked Chud
it's
Well,
really
while
and it's
Chud
important.
on
was
video,
walking away.
so
It's
no,
really
he's gonna be
important
fine.
for every single person in America First, in the America First movement, and every other conservative movement to support Chud. And the way you painted this out, Michael, as like a Kyle Rittenhouse case, I kind of do agree. Like, listen, just because you doesn't mean that you're worthy to get attacked. And this is why when I had Isabella go and do street interviews and shit, I was always strapped up, because when Isabella would go and do this, I knew there was a threat to her life, and therefore I had to have a strap on me. It was loaded, it was ready to go, because she's a little bit more edgy. She says things people don't like. This doesn't warrant a violent attack. This doesn't warrant physical behavior. It's not allowed. We have free speech. You should be able to whenever you want. Not that difficult of a thing. This case could actually be a very big deal for America, I think, in my opinion. Zherka, though, what do you think?
It's pretty. I mean, you keep going. Like you're pretty spot on.
You're spot on, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, because I know Zherka, you and Josiah were talking earlier about how like you don't really agree with the tactics, it's not the best for the movement. But putting that aside, you can still say, well, this is a big case for the future of America, and really, it doesn't even matter if you like Chud or not. It's like, do you support free
Yeah.
speech or not? And there's no limits to free speech, or else it's not free speech. It's free speech or it's not.
I do like I do like the idea of like, hey, can you control your violent impulses? I like that game. I just worry that this brings new censorship. It'd
It
be
could.
like, bro, if they bring new censorship laws this year because of this Chud, bro, nobody wants that. Bro, our lives are already shit enough. Like, what the
No,
fuck?
I know, and I don't. I mean,
Yeah, the internet is shit enough. Like, they don't need to nerf it
come
anymore.
on.
Well, there's also that with Kick, like if it was to be banned on Kick, people wouldn't even bother doing this content, right? So I think it's not even with the law at this point, it's really regarding like the platform's terms of service.
But like that's why it's like important that we all rally behind Chud, because like we need to apply the pressure in our own ways to like fight for free speech instead of like, you know what I mean? Like we got to band together, like how the Jews band together. You know what I mean?
I don't know. As soon as Nick told me, he pretty much said, Nick said he's against it. And bro, that's Nick's guy. Like that should be Nick's guy. If Nick is not on board, how the fuck you support that guy? That's Nick's whole
I know, but
movement.
Nick kind of said some shit about Gypsy Crusader, which I agree with Nick on a lot of things, but I disagreed with his take on Gypsy Crusader, for instance, who literally will get money together and get people out of prison. Like he actually changes people's lives in real life and is a really genuine good guy. So I tend to just like people that push the boundaries with these things. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm a retarded woman. I'm just saying. I
And
like Nick.
I will say, as not a retarded woman, I would say that this is important for us to fight for, because we have to push boundaries. We have to win these things over, because this is what our country was founded on. This is the importance of our Constitution, our Bill of Rights. And most people on the right should be rallying and fighting behind somebody who's and gets attacked, and they use their Second Amendment right to defend themselves, frankly. Despite the fact that, yeah, I agree, this is hateful, this is wrong. Listen, dude, I love black people. I get along with the blacks. I fucking sat at the table with the blacks during basketball season in high school. I don't have any hatred towards them or anything like that. But at the end of the day, dude, you have the right. That's it.
Yo, shut your racist ass up.
Shut
Yo,
your
shut
bitch ass
your
up,
racist
bro.
How are
Hard
you a
R.
white
Alright,
cracker
alright.
saying the N word?
Shut your pussy ass up,
Long live
nigga.
Martin Luther King. Stop
Well, if
being a
I may,
racist cracker.
Who cares? Like
yeah,
literally,
if
there's
I,
so many like real
Shut your
problems.
racist ass up.
Who cares? Like, are you really getting offended by that? Like, who freaking cares? Like, I call myself a retarded woman because I'm self-aware. Like, women are retarded. Who
I'm pretty
cares?
sure he's
You
trolling.
make
That guy's not
you make
even.
Gary the numbers guy look normal. Shut your racist ass up, bitch.
Oh, is he
See,
trolling?
he's a troll. He's
See,
obviously
look
a
at I'm
troll. Look
retarded. Look at case in point. Example number a million.
If
Like,
you did that street interview near me, I'd run up and slap you, bitch.
well, I never
What the fuck?
actually said street interviews, but
You shouldn't say the hard R.
yeah, you
well,
like
What
to
if
the
I
say
may,
that,
fuck?
but that
Don't
means you
be a
want to say it
little
more.
cuck.
hey, if I
Why
may
you
interject,
being Brizo? Why are you being so?
Nah, hard R is bad.
Oh, you're not a troll. You're actually.
Nah, it's bad though. Why are these white people running
Why
around
is it
saying the hard
bad?
R?
Why is it bad,
Because
bro?
they're fucking crackers.
You just said the hard R
Yeah.
for white people. That's what
How could you
hypocrite.
say
You
cracker?
hypocritical
Don't ever say
nigger.
the c word around
Because
me.
I'm white.
An
What the
A.
fuck?
It's with an A.
But it's with a
Don't
hard
say.
R.
These are rich white people running around saying the hard R, thinking they have no
But cracker
consequences.
comes from cracking the whip master.
Yeah,
Do you
whatever.
not? You don't
if
fuck
I
with
Uh,
may,
Martin Luther King?
let's bring my black homie up, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
yeah, hey,
MLK
if
in
I may
here.
interject again, as far as this goes, as far as like a trying to
Man, shut your
ban free
racist ass
speech
up, you
or anything,
hillbilly.
it's never going to happen because the Supreme Court already ruled that hate speech is legal. Okay, so even if you with malice in your heart, which is hate, there's nothing nobody can do about it.
Well, listen, when the niggas start taking control in their own hand with the switches and shit, don't start crying then.
Mike, what do you think, bro? They're talking about the N word.
It's just a word. But if you go back to the true definition of it, a low down, I know more. Well, I won't say that now because out of 100 videos I fucking watched, every one of that's violent, okay, or thieving, it's all black. And honest to
Okay.
God, for 2 weeks straight, I sat and I watched on X 100 videos per day. And in them 2 weeks, I actually literally saw 2 videos of white people acting like fools.
Bro, white people like
That's a
Jeffrey Dahmer cut up kids and shit and eat them and schools up. What is the
My
difference?
entire Instagram, people just send me literally daily, like tens of hundreds. Like I get so many videos of people have got out. Okay, and I just want to. I
See,
wonder what Gary would have to say about the numerology behind, just in general.
why
That was a very
why serial
philosophical
killers
question.
get
it
hyped up
equals
in the
11.
Very
media? Why
educated question for me.
White
So.
serial
What's the
killers get hyped
numerology
up in the
behind
media
that?
while like black shootings is like every fucking day and nobody cares. Skittles, she wants you to accept her mic if you can, please. She requested.
Isabel, I bet you sucked the BBC before, didn't you?
No.
Muting me. Hell no, hell no. Sorry, it kept muting me. That's disgusting. But the only guns that the chimps should have are bananas, quite frankly, and they should be like laces. They stop
What
chimping them
the
out.
fuck?
Mario Kart
No,
type shit.
What the? What? It's even funnier because she's saying it with a double voice. She's pregnant, so the baby's saying it too. They're like speaking in one, like
he's like
Gogeta.
kicking literally as we speak. He's like, "Yes, go up, go, mom." Yeah, well, whatever.
I mean, it's like
Whatever.
if you're using the Kepner-Trago theory, you could look at this outside the box and say, okay, well, maybe they're going to push this through court. It's going to be another Rittenhouse. Now we already know that case right there showed self-defense. Okay, basically stand your ground. Now this one is basically involving race, right? So this might be a way to go. Okay, listen here. Okay, not black people. Okay, listen. You're going to act like a fool, you're going to get fucking shot. And it's going to be done legally. So if somebody calls you a name and you can't handle it and you chip out on them or attack them, then they have every right to defend themselves.
Right. Like if you don't want to get shot,
So,
don't physically
right,
attack someone. It's like
this
speech is
will
not
not
violence.
put,
Violence is violence, and it should be met with violence and for protection. Words are just words, just like you said earlier.
correct, exactly.
And I'm
Now,
just,
and now
How
this
are
might
words just words?
straighten a
Say
few
fuck
of them
God right
out.
now then. Say fuck God.
See, I've always had this theory that all you see now is blacks attacking whites and Asians, right? And each other, of course, but still. The thing is that white people have become so docile, and we are nice people. We try. It's in our DNA to help people, to have them rise up. But it's been taken advantage of, and now it's being pushed on us that we're all bad and everything. The thing is that white people have become so docile, they need to understand you're getting attacked
Maybe you,
randomly.
bro. Maybe
So
you.
when is
Maybe
the
you're
white
being
man?
docile.
Well,
Fuck you,
yeah, then
hillbilly.
the white man needs to start randomly
most people,
attacking black
they are.
because because when they need to learn, you're not going to step out of line. If I got to go crack a few skulls to show you that, hey, we're just as capable as being more violent than you, then it's like the old day hanging. Okay, you hang a motherfucker in public. What does that do? It deters people.
Well, it's like
Now, if
they
you
can't
go at
step out of
white
line
people,
just like we all can. You know what I mean? Like they have to be
Yeah.
treated the same
exactly.
under the law, just like we are. Like we can't just be going like white people never just go freaking attack someone because they're called a cracker with a hard
Yes, they do.
R.
They walk in the school and shoot it up.
And that's allowed.
That's
Like that's just
basically
like okay.
that's
Like
most
people don't think
extreme.
it's a
No
bad
black person
thing.
ever shot a school up.
That's bull fucking shit.
Like,
It doesn't
Yeah,
even
they have
matter.
it.
It's not like school shooters are ever like it's okay, but black people get a pass in the media. Their stories of whenever they commit violent crimes, which is way more often than when white people do. Proportional wise, obviously we all know the stats. Whatever, they are like those stories are hidden. A school shooter, the white school shooter, is never a hidden story. That's on front page. Like everyone's talking about it. It becomes an immediate political thing. Still is like talked about somewhat. No one's ever
Also,
like
you also got to
no
look at a mass shooter. A mass shooter is considered 3 people or more, and blacks do it way more than whites
that's
and
sad.
Hispanics. I mean, if you take a group, I mean, they even go and say Hispanic people are white. They don't say
yo, Mike, I'd love to slap the shit out
non-white
of you right now.
Hispanic.
They don't even count. They don't even count gang violence, which is bullshit. Hey,
Oh,
Skittles has a
exactly.
smaller account. She got banned on her main. Can you please let her up? I'll ask one more time, please.
For Skittles.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Keep talking, guys. I like hearing you guys.
What's there?
Yeah, the whole. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so who we got? We got Michael. We got who else? Like Brizo, I guess you're on your own for this. Like nobody wants to take the black side.
Bro,
I
they're
guess
all
I'm with
fucking
you.
racist.
BLM, bro. These guys are racist.
It's pretty
Is
sad.
Brizo BLM? Are you BLM, Brizo?
No, he's a white
Bro, what is
cuck.
BLM? I'm a fucking regular
He's a
person that's not a racist piece of shit.
Brizo.
He's a
Brizo. You're
white
a little
cuck
white.
that